Very happy and grateful to be sitting where I am with the people that I work with every single day, and my ambition is to continue this way.
Was it strange at Cardiff on Sunday that you weren't facing Pep Guardiola in the dugout, given that rivalry that's developed and obviously your relationship with him?
It was different. Obviously, I know Enzo really well, but obviously the relationship that I built with Pep when we work with each other, and then the amount of headaches and sweats that he has provided to me over the last 6-7 years to try to catch up to the level and the standards that they set in the league has been an absolute inspiration. I think he's left a benchmark and a mark in this league that it will be history forever, and it made us, I think, all of us better.
Have you had many conversations with him since the end of the season, since you were crowned champions?
I had, and I have due to have an important as well in the next few days, and I'm looking forward to it.
talkSPORT Sports Update with NordVPN. Avoid scams, phishing and malware with our most advanced VPN. Now with built-in next-gen antivirus.
For the headlines at 1:01, I'm Tom Clayton. Good afternoon. How do newly promoted clubs be competitive in the Premier League? Commentary on Doug King has told talkSPORT his club's done what they can.
The plan that we had this summer was to bring in quality that made a difference to our team. And I think we've done that, in our opinion. So we've given it the best shot that we can, and we've obviously invested a lot of money.
Ahead of the season kick-off tomorrow night against Arsenal, live and exclusively on talkSPORT, King says the new SCR rules do skew towards the bigger clubs and accuse the Premier League of being a closed shop. But he says there's work his club can do to catch up.
We need to be in a position to stay in the league if we can, and then build those revenues towards, we're never going to get to those sort of numbers, but, build them towards some meaningful revenue so we can be competitive.
The Brighton chief exec Paul Barber's in agreement that these new rules haven't really helped out, even for more established clubs.
I don't think the new rules without a cap have helped us as a club of our size. I think the top-to-toe cap would have actually given us a much better chance of maintaining a competitive and compelling league, which is what Richard and everyone at the Premier League sets out to achieve.
His side's in Conference League qualifying action tonight. They're in the north of Norway to face Tromsø, live and exclusively on talkSPORT 2. Now, a petition's been launched by fan groups across the world calling for Gianni Infantino to step down as FIFA president. It's being led by Football Supporters Europe and includes organisations from each of the 6 confederations. This is reports suggest UEFA, Asia's AFC and CONCACAF are discussing a vote of no confidence. And for those wanting an update on the cricket, while they're currently at a rain delay at Headingley, we'll have live updates once the action resumes.
talkSPORT News.
Security for Harry and Meghan is a private matter. That's according to the Prime Minister. And the performance gap between boys and girls at GCSE level is the narrowest it's been since 2000. Amelia's back at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Keep summer journeys safe. Visit your local centre or quickfit.com to book your tyres, MOTs and servicing so you can drive away happy every time.
Frequent showers in northern and central areas, some of those heavy and potentially thundery, more isolated rain elsewhere, and feeling cool.
This is Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker with you through until 4 here on talkSPORT. Where this afternoon? Please tell us, Charlie, what's coming up?
Coming up over the next 3 hours, Paul, former Palace, Ipswich and Newcastle midfielder, our own Darren Ambrose joins us for a pre-season chat. Still got it. Plymouth supporting comedian Josh Widdicombe talks us through his football parenting hell. and why Livy Sheldon ditched football for gladiators.
That's right. Tim Vickery also brings us the latest from South America, and we're right across all the breaking transfer stories.
Yes, all this plus regular updates from Headingley if it ever stops raining in Leeds, although Tom, our newsreader,
Tom's mum.
just spoken to his mum, and we can't say what she said, but there we are.
She says it's going to be raining for a while, and it still is. Yeah.
in different words. There's 4 more live commentaries from the Ebor Festival at York, and we'll bring you another waste of 45 minutes today, birthday spread.
Yeah, there'll be a break. There'll just be time to, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Just to sort of take stock of the first half.
Question your life choices.
Because we got live racing breaking up the birthday spread today, but it will start 3:15. And we'll bring that to you later. Hopefully you'll be playing along at home. But it is 6 minutes past 1. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Charlie.
Afternoon, Paul. I thought Celtic looked very good last night.
I watched the highlights.
I watched the second half last night, and I thought the grass looked really green. And so it felt like
it has still been raining up in Scotland.
It felt like I was saying the grass is always greener.
Yeah.
But is there an extra green tinge to the Celtic grass, Paul? Do they put extra green in it? Do you know?
Think so?
There are green lights everywhere.
They up the green.
They up the green.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Do you think Rangers would rather have a blue pitch? Do you think do you think they're furious about having to have a green pitch?
That's a good... I've never thought about that.
It felt more green. If anyone from Celtic is listening, do you put extra green into your... Is there dye in it? Or can you buy a different sort of grass that is a different shade of... It looked greener, is what I'm saying, Paul.
Funny enough, I was kind of concentrating on the action, but...
it was a good game.
All I would say
it looked good.
That third goal was a cracking third goal by Duran, but... I mean, the 2 goals is Duran, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's nice.
But I've not seen the back of the record, I don't know what they went with. But, it was a cracking goal. But Lask still created a couple of chances.
Yeah.
And I don't think they will. I think at 2-0, it could have been an issue next Tuesday. But I think at 3-0, they'll be all right. They'll get another one. I could see it being like a 4-2, maybe losing 2-1.
Celtic's keeper had a good game. They kept Lask to sort of shots from outside the box quite a lot.
They had a couple of disallowed, and they had a close one from an offside, and they had a couple of saves. But anyway, it was...
Martin's got them going. It's all about the first goal next week, isn't it? But good luck to them.
I think we're 3.
But if anyone can give me a green grass up there. Grass is green. Charlie Baker begins the show with that.
Yeah, what's he even doing on talkSPORT? Now you sent me a message sounding like the old Paul Whitehouse character in the pub. Got a lovely mirror out the other day when you were fishing, man. You got a nice mirror carp.
Mirror carp. I sat there all day, not all day. I got there at 2, and it shuts at 7 unless you're going to camp.
Yeah, okay.
Where I was fishing.
Right.
I didn't want to camp. I don't want to. I'm not going to become one of them saddos who bivvies, Paul.
Okay.
It's gone far enough, to be honest. I've bought a trolley.
Oh, have you really?
I've even got a trolley now.
You've committed.
I've committed to a trolley.
If you want to tell us about the moment you committed to a sport, what was it? What was the purchase? What was the moment you knew you'd properly? You weren't just playing at this.
No,
you'd committed to the sport. Let us know.
I bought a proper carp mat, and also
what's a carp mat?
It's thick enough. It's very thick.
What's it for?
When you get your carp out,
you lay it on the mat.
You lay it on the mat.
Does it like a kind of nice shape pile Axminster?
It stays wet.
So it keeps the carp
wet. Carp fish. It's all about looking after the fish, Paul. You have just pulled them out of a lake with a massive bit of metal in it.
I know. No, I'm very much catch and release all day. But why is the carp more needing of a wetter mat than any other fish?
Probably not. They're probably not. But carp fishing is.
Why is it not a pike mat?
Well, it is a pike mat.
Do you need a mat for every?
If it's got a pike on it.
I've never had a bleak or gudgeon mat when I went down the Lee.
They're too small. You don't need them. You see, they're smaller.
Oh, okay.
It's bigger fish, weightier fish.
Okay.
So they can do themselves more damage.
Oh, I've got you.
I've got a big net and a carp mat.
But you look like a man with a big net.
Like a right idiot.
Yeah.
But on my own, and I'd been there 5 hours, and I thought I'm not going to catch anything.
Do people still walk along the bank say caught anything?
Oh yeah.
Do people still
had anything out?
Do people do that?
Everyone loves saying that.
Yeah.
Stop asking.
Yeah.
I make it up, Paul. They can't check.
Does anybody come and have a look at the keep net?
Paul, they can't check. You can
coelacanth.
You can say what you like.
Yeah, I suppose you can.
You can say what you like. Oh, yeah, but I said the other day, I had 2 large pike out. Have you? Well done. Yeah, well.
So you didn't say you haven't still got them in the net, have you? Or, no, you wouldn't have large pike, wouldn't you? Don't keep them.
No.
Don't do that anymore.
A mirror
carp
came out, Paul. Probably about £6. Very nice. Sent you it. Not many.
Not
people
the fish. A picture of it.
Not many. Yeah, through the post on your pillow. And not many people want to see the pictures of fished. You're one of the few that hasn't said stop sending me photos.
Well, I told you, I occasionally I sent one of you and on to Paul Whitehouse, who was with Bob Mortimer at the time, and they were both very impressed with your catch.
I said and away, didn't I? It was very, very nice.
So the reason I bring it up,
yes,
Charlie, is I was reading today. This was the Times, I think. Britain's summer heat waves have left some riverbeds dry and have depleted oxygen levels in those still flowing. Yet Angling Direct have managed to achieve sales growth. They're a very successful business.
Yeah.
But they say the country's leading seller of rods, nets and tackles said the sustained drought had affected football in it. Not football, footfall in its shows.
Oh, yeah.
However, they'd done okay. But I suppose it would have affected...
More people are fishing, Paul.
Yeah.
More people. I keep going, I'm not getting that into it. And then I'll be suddenly spending 20 quid at a new fishery and going, oh, this is a nice place. I'm doing that with me trolley. But I am enjoying it. I do like it.
What are you paying for a trolley? Were you buying new?
Oh, I know. I bought just a camping trolley, normal one.
Oh, not.
I didn't want to buy a proper. I don't want to buy I'm looking at a nice chair at the moment, but it's 120. I thought I can't commit like that.
Tell us about the.
But if the good people at Angling Direct, you say, Paul, you mean anglingdirect.co.uk? If they'd like to send me a basket of stuff at anglingdirect.co.uk. Do get in touch with talkSPORT.
All the reasons they won't do it, you've just illustrated. So when you knew you'd fully committed to the sport, talksport.com, text 81089, tweet TSH and J, 03717 223344.
There we are. I'll commit to airsoft after the first time going from a £25 rental gun to 500 quid's worth of gear within a couple of days. That's
really?
Anonymous. Airsoft, that's like Nerf, professional Nerf gunning.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's probably not that. They'll get all sorts of
professional
pelters now.
Don't be having a go at Nerf gunning. I had a go at Quidditch once, and they said it's not a sport.
All right.
I said, grow up. You've got a broom handle between your legs, and you're running round.
That's true.
You've basically a couple of weeks away of getting your degree. Grow up. They all went mad. The Quidditch community.
Furious about it.
They said it was athletic. They said it was a sport. It was every bit as much a sport as hobby horse.
Hobby horse jumping. They're good at that.
It's show jumping on a hobby horse. That's another lot. Grow up.
Get down off your hobby horse.
Seriously.
Are you doing ChatGPT predictions? We did it last week. I think we're doing it this week. We might not be able to because of
we may
racing.
not have time.
May not have time this week, but we will have it through the season. Chat will be here through the season.
Darren Ambrose is going to kick us off. We may touch on his latest Lego exploits because he's a big fan of the Lego. He's had a big win in the Red Bull soapbox race a couple of months back.
Good lad.
Representing Palace.
Oh, right, okay.
I think he had options looking at the other teams in it, but he represented Palace. And I watched his run back earlier on. It's like downhill go-karts.
Yeah.
Kind of dressed up club liveried go-karts. He did a football special.
I think Denny, our boss, did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at some point you can find that, yeah. So.
Well, it was very skilled driving from Darren. So we'll have a chat with him about that. We're going to look at many of his clubs, of course, facing interesting seasons. And so we'll be doing a bit of that. There's Adam Wharton news today, which we may run past him and then explore with Will Pugh. When we talk transfers.
How much is Adam Wharton worth, Paul? How much would Spurs probably buy him for a couple of $100 million, but how much?
What would normal teams play? I don't know. What is he? 80, 90?
80, 90, I'd say, yeah.
Apparently he's not for sale,
okay.
As we'll discover. We're going to be joined by Livy Sheldon. She's from Gladiators. But she was a decent footballer, played at a good level.
Yeah.
And could have been a contender, but took a different route.
Contenders ready.
Yeah, exactly. We'll look at some of the reasons why. Josh Widdicombe will join us. He'll talk about most things. There's one thing he can't talk about.
There's one thing he won't say.
When he joins us later on. So, we'll be having a chat with Josh. We'll talk to Brad O'Neill, Wigan Warriors hooker, a little bit later on as well. Another busy weekend in Super League, live Super League commentary here on talkSPORT over the weekend. Tim Vickery will join us. With all the latest from the world of South American football. Endrick, could he be heading for the Premier League? Tim will have the latest. And we've got 4 live races with the brilliant Rupert Bell and Lizzie Kelly a little bit later on. That's coming up. And all manner of other stuff.
Loads today.
It is Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. We'll kick off chatting football with Darren Ambrose. Bit of a pre-season chat. We're here at Tool Station. Next up, Tool Station.
I put it on silent and plane mode the whole time I was on holiday.
Good lad.
I
did message you and you pied me.
Well,
I was like, it's fine.
Well, I didn't get it.
Fine.
I didn't get the message.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm back now, right?
Yeah.
And I got a little surprise for you.
Oh, you got me a present.
I've got you a little prize.
What you got me?
I've got you.
What you got me? Ah! He's got me a Jason Cundy Tottenham shirt.
There you go, mate. You wanted one.
Is this official your shirt?
That's the official, right?
This is a match-worn shirt.
It's a match, well, probably match on the bench.
That's amazing.
I've got a little Sharpie here, mate, and I'm going to sign it in the break.
I want you to sign it. We have to come up with something. What are we going to put on it?
Dear numbnuts.
And that's amazing. Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It's in my mum and dad's house.
That's so good.
There you
That's
go.
fully fledged. This is proper Premier League.
Yeah.
That's
there you go,
thank you, mate.
That's
That's
all
going to
right,
go
see?
up on the wall. I
Is it?
didn't get you anything.
That's all right.
So sorry. I didn't think we were exchanging presents.
Well, no, it's fine. You asked. You did say to me, if I find one, can I have it? And there you go, mate.
You found it. Well done.
Found it, matey.
That's so good.
There you go.
Fits as well. Fits.
Excellent.
I love the old shirts because they're all massive.
Yeah.
So I can get that on.
Do you want me to sign it? You're going to stick it on your wall? You're going to.
Yeah. Of course I want you.
When Spurs play, you might wear it, Jay.
No. Yeah. What's number 26?
No, I got bumped out, didn't I? Jurgen Klinsmann took me 18.
Yeah, and that's Ledley King's number as well, isn't it? Literally, Cundy's the worst player to wear number 26 for Spurs.
How's that? Next March, the England cricket team face Australia in the 150th anniversary Test match down under. And as always, the Barmy Army will be there. And thanks to talkSPORT and Visit Victoria, could be too. Enter now at talksportwin.com for the chance to score an incredible week-long trip for two to watch the 150th anniversary Test match in Melbourne with Visit Victoria and the Barmy Army. Enter now at talksportwin.com and get ready to experience the electric atmosphere that only a Barmy Army tour delivers.
Now, it's Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT, and our next guest, three of his fine clubs in the Premier League this season, all interesting at times. Ipswich having come back up, Palace off the back of silverware. Well, one of their players today, one of their star players, you would argue, being linked to Manchester City, and of course Newcastle United in a state of flux. I am, of course, talking about their former midfielder and Lego fan, Darren Ambrose. Hi, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
Hey, Paul. How, Charlie? How are we?
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you. Nice.
We haven't spoken since you won the Red Bull soapbox race. I was watching it back earlier on. You could have represented Newcastle, but you went with Palace. And it was a good drive. I mean, we're just showing the listeners now. It's like a sort of downhill go-kart that you've got to control. I mean, were you, as a kid growing up, did you have a go-kart? Were you into it?
Not really, in all honesty. I wasn't. And the way this came about was obviously Crystal Palace were getting involved. There were a number of Premier League sides involved: Leeds, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Everton. So I think Mark Bright was supposed to be there. I don't think he was going to drive that, to be honest. I can't see Brighty going down the hill like that. But he pulled out. He had a golf day, and they contacted me, and I was delighted. I said, "Yeah, I'll come and be the face, the representative." And then they asked if I want to drive it, and I was like, absolutely. And in all honesty, guys, I'd not really.
Cool.
I'd seen bits and pieces, but I didn't really know the full like the event. In all honesty, I didn't realise it was a non-motorised car going free fall downhill at 35 mile an hour.
Over a loader.
Didn't quite understand that bit, but look. What an outstanding day it was. Yeah. Red Bull organised such a fantastic event. I have to say that it was brilliant. There was 20,000 people on the day, and I absolutely loved it. I went first, which
did you? You were first down.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to go first, but you know what? It took the pressure off because some of the carts after me that were smashing and crashing out. You know, I'd have got a little bit more nervous than I actually was. So
I was going to say you did well, because the ones I've always seen, the carts fall apart. There's loads of crashes. People, really hurt themselves.
It sounds like Darren was the equivalent of Denmark winning the Euros, where it was like he was on the beach. He suddenly got the call, and he had no preconceptions. hadn't got into his head, and he just went out and won it. That's fantastic.
You know what? It was, like I said, the event itself was brilliant. You can see now on the pictures the amount of people there. I took my family, I took my missus and the kids, and again, I hadn't really seen much into it, but my elder kids had seen it, and they just said, look, don't avoid any obstacle because you'll get booed. If you avoid them, you'll get booed by the crowd. Just don't break. And that was kind of my motto. I just went for it, didn't break, and I almost forgot the break at the end, by the way, and smashed into the hay bales at the end, but absolutely loved it. And look, if anyone has an opportunity to go and do this, please do it, because it's such a fun day out.
I mean, I think some of the current Palace squad might be a bit nervous on their backs over some of those. Imagine Adam Wharton out for 6 months.
How'd you get injured?
Talking of which, there's a story today suggesting that City have made a bid. We were only saying the other day that it seemed a bit quiet on the Wharton and Scott front. But if this bid has gone in, which I think Palace have not back, do you expect him to be at Palace when the window closes, Darren?
I mean, expectation and reality are obviously two different things, aren't they? I'm hoping, for Crystal Palace's sake, that he is part of the squad in the coming season. I was recently involved actually in the kit launch for Crystal Palace, the white sash and 50 years of the white sash, and he arrived, and you know what it's like when you have a kit launch and then it's released, and most of the comments was delighted to see Adam Wharton front and centre. And I even said to him, I'm not surprised you're here, but it's pleasing that you're here. And he just basically said, I'm a Crystal Palace player. So look, there's going to be speculation. There's going to be bids. He's a fantastic talent. Obviously, Rodri moving on from Manchester City as well. It just seems an obvious one that they're gonna look and inquire about. But he won't be cheap. We know that. We know how Crystal Palace run. I know what Steve Parish is like firsthand. He will not be a cheap addition. So if they want to pay an awful lot of money, then that's down to Manchester City, and it's down to Steve Parish to decide whether he wants to sell him or not.
You wonder if they've moved on from Enzo Fernandez after all the fun and games with Chelsea, or whether it's there to keep Fernandez and Chelsea on their toes and saying, well, look, if you don't want to do business, we'll look elsewhere.
Yeah, look, like I said, all these fantastic talents in the Premier League, particularly at centre midfield, they're going to be wanted by clubs, and the big one is Rodri moving on, and that opens up a position. Yes, they've signed Elliot Anderson, they've got some good replacements, but they're not going to be the only one. If they come in and, as we've said, as been reported, they've put in this bid, I can't see this. There might become a bidding war with certain clubs this season with Adam Wharton. But like I said, my allegiances lie with Crystal Palace on this one. So hopefully he's a Palace player for the coming season.
I was amazed he wasn't in the England squad for the World Cup, Darren. Right. I thought he'd be starting myself. I was amazed he wasn't in the squad. So as a player, I don't know if he'll look at that and go, well, maybe that's why he needs to move. If there's a bit of a Palace bias, perhaps.
Yeah, potentially. It's been that way, isn't it, for a while? I think Gareth Southgate kind of ended that in terms of a small club and a big club bias in the Premier League. But Thomas Tuchel's come back in, and I agree with you, Charlie. I thought he was nailed on to be not a starter, but definitely in the squad at the World Cup, because he offers something different. We've all seen his passing range this last season and what he can do. He can break defences, looks effortlessly, in my opinion. So yeah, I was disappointed for him, and you are right, that might come into his thinking that, was it because I was at Crystal Palace that I didn't get the opportunity? But like I said, Steve Parish will know what's best for the football club. I'm sure he'll want to do what's best for the player himself as well, but he's not going to be cheap. We know that. We know the going rate for centre midfielders this window, so I'm sure he'll be north of 100 million as well, to be honest.
Unless he's going to Spurs, of course, when it'll be 250.
Yeah, 250 million
Look,
with add-ons.
It's not my money. You're a Tottenham fan. It's not your money either, Darren. But we do seem to be buying high and selling low, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But look, it's been the last few windows, as you rightly know, Paul, that we haven't spent a lot, or we haven't signed particularly good players that's going to come and make a difference. That seems the difference in this window, signing the players that they have, obviously Mateus Fernandes, Tonali, and the ones that obviously that have been linked.
Well,
today.
Marmouche and Savinho, potentially, there's some talk about as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing Omar Marmouche, I'm seeing Savinho, I'm seeing Cody Gakpo, maybe a triple forward signing this window. But look, one of them will do, in my opinion. I'm sure you'll be the same. If we can get one of them over the line, that's gonna put us up a level. Look, I'm not going to be the type to sit here and say Spurs are back, because we've been terrible for the last 2 seasons in our domestic league. Of course, we all know that. But the signings we've made, they go straight into the team. They're Premier League experience. They're good players. We've sorted the defensive line out, in my opinion. If you can just get that one over the line, one or two, I mean, Omar Marmouche and Savinho will be tremendous signings. And the money's been spent. They've backed the manager, Roberto De Zerbi. You've got to be looking at finishing at least in a European spot if we can get one or two of those over the line.
How are you feeling about Ipswich, Darren? And
signed a lot of players, haven't they?
To stay up as opposed to yo-yo.
I mean, look, a lot of predictions are that Coventry have the best chance out of the 3 that have gone up. Obviously, big game for them tomorrow. But I covered the Union Berlin game, the last pre-season friendly of Ipswich. And I thought they looked very impressive. I really did. Emerson up front, I thought, was a handful. I think he's an unknown entity in the Premier League, of course. Speaking to, obviously, Kev Hatchard, Andy Brissell, he's a gamble, but a gamble that could really pay off. They've obviously signed Issa Diop, they've signed Lukic, Premier League experience, Florentino as well from Burnley, Premier League experience, what they need, learning off their mistakes from the last time they were up, I think. Again, spending an awful lot of money, but you have to. You know that. Apart from last season, I think Sunderland Leeds set the benchmark for the promoted sides. And I think that's what they've had to do. New manager, Gary O'Neill. I like him. I think he is a forward-thinking manager. I don't think he'll be very much possession in terms of like Kieran McKenna was, but he will adapt to certain situations. And I can't see this being the end of the signings. I know the powers that be at Ipswich, they want to establish themselves as a Premier League club. So 17th this season would be a massive success for them. And, I'm there on Saturday. I'm covering the game. I'm on CoCom. So I'm really looking forward to it. And as we said, Sunderland have set the benchmark. So then can they go against Sunderland on Saturday and really make a statement?
We're out of time, unfortunately, Darren, but lovely to speak to you. And we will catch up with you during the season. All the best.
Cheers, Darren.
Top man. Cheers, guys. Have a good show.
Darren Ambrose there, former Palace, Newcastle, Ipswich midfielder. We never got round to the Lego. We'll do that next time.
Next time, yeah.
But yeah, go and watch it. If you've not been able to watch it today, go and watch his little run in the old soapbox derby amongst all the football. See how your club did. Josh Widdicombe joining us for a chat later on. The Telegraphs, they called in, what was it on there was some information today in the Telegraph. They fed thousands of data points into a statistical forecasting framework.
Oh, yeah.
And their data science team poured over the numbers. They said Arsenal will win it. And to cut a long story short, Spurs will finish 16th.
Hey, well, that's an improvement, Paul.
So I looked up their data science team, and it seems to be a Professor Keown and a Dr. Groves. Can't be, can it? Can't be the same.
I don't think
Can't
so.
be the same one. Of course not. Yeah, 16th apparently. Another odd season. Well, things are looking up after two 17s.
You know?
Maybe I'll take 16th. But
he could point to that, couldn't he?
Thanks for everybody at the Telegraph, or I guess a West Ham fans. It's talking of which, Will Pugh will be with us shortly to pour over some of the other transfer stories of the day. We'll set up a fantastic afternoon's racing and bring you the first race from the Ebor Festival at York with Rupert Bell and Lizzie Kelly. That's all to come.
To your left was in Seattle, Miami, Houston, LA. He was all over the place. He was. He is Danny Murphy, and he was magnificent, particularly when you consider that one comment during commentary, and he went viral.
You used to have a cat called Bob. The game's not that bad. Yeah, he jumped in the back of a Royal Mail van and we lost him.
We have a double substitution for Norway.
Sad, really.
Alexander
anyway.
Now, you were talking about Bob the cat. Yeah. Tell us about Bob the cat, because by God, everybody went crazy when they heard that.
Well, firstly, it's nice to be appreciated, isn't it, for the good analysis and all the hard work I'd done on the teams, the formations, the players, the hours of effort you dedicate to your job. No, it was just one of those things that the game wasn't very good. We were chatting away. Oscar Bob came off the bench and it just came out, and then it went on and on.
Bob the cat. Why have you never shared this with me and Simon in the many hours that we share together?
Well, because I've got you two on a pedestal of being intellectual, sophisticated men. Well, at least one of you.
I was going to say.
So I didn't think that'd be a topic that you'd be interested in, but no, it was good fun.
Yeah.
Good fun. I think it's nice.
I don't like cats.
Do you not? No. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Why don't you like cats?
I've never liked cats. I like dogs.
You don't like people.
Life after football. For a lot of players, it means going into punditry. Some turn to coaching or working in the game in other ways. But what about the rest? Some former footballers turn their sights away from the game, and there are a few big surprises. First up, from rainbow flicks to pancake flips. Ex-Chelsea and Southampton defender Ken Monku switched up his footballing career to buy a Dutch pancake house. Next, Everton legend Thomas Gravesen swapped out the high stakes of the Premier League for those of the poker room. Turned out the Danish international was pretty darn good at poker. He racked up a reported £100 million from his Las Vegas adventures. Remember former Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech? Turns out football nets weren't the only goals he was pretty handy in front of. After retirement, he became a goaltender in ice hockey. Same skills, very different surface. It's not all glamour for ex-pros, though. 1966 World Cup winner Ray Wilson set up a very different kind of business. He became an undertaker after he retired. Finally, not many people can say they've won both a World Cup and starred in an Oscar-winning film. In fact, there's only one person in the entire world who can say that. Frank Leboeuf had already begun acting on the side while he was playing football, and his biggest role came some years after his retirement when he landed the part of a doctor in the Stephen Hawking biopic The Theory of Everything. To be honest, with all the dramatic diving in the game these days, there's probably tons of ex-pros who've got the acting skills to make it in Hollywood.
can come true.
Buendia, left-hand side of the penalty area. Low ball in. There's number 3. Morgan Rogers.
For me, it's another big money signing. I think Chelsea are going to have a good season.
If you're going to sign a player of Morgan Rogers' quality, I think that it's going to be somewhere in and around that kind of figure.
Right-footed ball flicked across the edge of the penalty area. Tielemans! What a goal! Yuri Tielemans!
I still think Yuri Tielemans is the signing so far.
What a better business that is.
What a bit of business.
Sometimes you have to hold back and make sure that other key players stay in place. Konsa, this is the players that they have to keep.
Into the box, 6-yard line. Oh, it's missed by the keeper and headed in by Ezri Konsa!
Konsa, Aston Villa. Very much a target of Arsenal. Apparently, Arsenal in advanced talks.
Their strength in depth, Arsenal's very, very impressive. I think Konsa would be a brilliant addition.
That was Gabby singing, was it?
Yeah. I think so. I don't think it was Gabrielle.
It was quite terrible. Sorry, Gabby.
That wasn't good, was it? But dreams can come true.
Yeah, they can indeed. Will Pugh's joined us from The Sun, a transfer expert. Hi, Will.
Hello, Will.
I'm not sure if I can beat decapitated Peppa Pig statue.
No,
I know. I mean,
so your two front runners were
Mr. Bull or Miss Rabbit. I would.
Yeah,
Miss Rabbit does everything else.
Two of the people that could have
Peppa Pig land.
I mean,
no kids, Charlie. So I'm
right.
kids, but...
mine are too old. Tots TV, I could have helped you out.
So, I'm a Todd, Squeeze and Todd.
Oh, yeah.
Teeny Todd. Is that what you wrote?
Teeny Tot and Tiny.
Yeah. Oh, see? Will's the same age as my kids.
I think so. Yeah.
Anyway, that's really
Can we get on with the transfers, please?
It's really made me feel good, that, Will. Cheers, mate. So if you look at the players that have gone, I mean, the Villa fans aren't going to get too worried yet. They haven't kicked a ball. But, you know, you look at the team that won Europa League, and it kind of feels is it 3 left from that team? I think we were saying earlier on. Rogers has gone, Tielemans has gone, Dean has gone, Konsa's gone, Emi Martinez looks like he's off. It's going to be interesting. See how they get on, isn't it? A lot of people still tipping them up to do well.
Absolutely. I've heard a few Villa fans calling in over the last sort of week or so, and most of them have sounded reasonably positive. I think Emery being in charge, he's obviously got an excellent track record.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good, but he's not. Is he that good, Will?
You need some tools, don't you? Well, Ezri Konsa, Simon Collins, our Arsenal man on the back page of Sun this morning, writing the splash about Arsenal's £51 million move for Konsa that looks like it's able or going to go through, not in time for the Coventry game. Looks like he could make his debut against Villa at Villa Park, actually, in about 10 days' time. Villa looking at Tosin and Fikayo Tomori as potential replacements. Tosin at Chelsea, of course. Been stripped of his squad number this season. Was number 4, now number 38. He's got 2 years left on his deal. £120,000 a week wages might be a little bit of an issue from Villa's point of view. 16 times he played in the Prem last season, quite injury hampered. Whereas Tomori, same age, both of them 28 at AC Milan, just a year left on his deal, so it wouldn't cost as much to get him out. 75 grand a week wages, so probably a little bit more of an affordable deal. Which one of the two do you think is probably the better one?
Yeah, I would go for that. I think it's smaller, lower wages,
just on money basis.
Players. Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know what Villa's PSR situation is, but I'm assuming they've got a load of income now because they've sold so many players, so they'll have a load to spend if they want to. Is that how it works? Well, I think that's
I mean, they're obviously keen to balance the books. They've been dancing close to that line for a while now, but of the two players, I think obviously it's been a while. Tomori's done well at AC Milan, to be fair, but no Premier League.
A lot of these players who go to Italy, they seem to love it as well. They seem to not want to come back.
I mean, Manzami looked good at the World Cup, but we don't really know, do we? We know about João Gomez. You know, he's a good player. He's costing him a few quid. Suzuki looked a decent keeper, didn't it? The World Cup. So the business they've done, Ruger's come in from Atletico, so...
And they are in a groove. Obviously, losing the players is a problem, but they've got a good thing going on behind the scenes there as well. They're sort of, as a club, they're in pretty rude health if you look at the last sort of 15, 20 years. For where
if anyone's going to get a tune out of Garnacho, it's Emery as well, I think.
Precisely. Yeah. I don't think all doom and gloom. I'd sooner be an Aston Villa fan than a West Ham fan, to be honest. So.
More on that later. They might let Matty Cash go as well, potentially.
Everton having a look. So not sort of widespread reports. Everton having a look. Again, it's one of those things. Not too much on that at this stage. But yeah, just departure could be on the cards.
We can boo him there from now, rather than doing it at Villa Park. That's nice. Just another place for us to boo him.
The Chelsea one I quite like. Diego Moreira, he's 22, left winger, Belgian. He's gone from Strasbourg, the sister club of Chelsea, of course, to AC Milan. A £55 million approximate deal, including all the add-ons. It's a record deal for Strasbourg, but raising a few eyebrows because in 2024 Chelsea sold him to Strasbourg for just 1.7 million quid, which wasn't too outrageous. He'd played just one time for the Chelsea senior team, a Carabao Cup game against AFC Wimbledon, hauled off at half-time, but they included a 40% sell-on fee in that deal, which means they're going to bag 22 million quid from this one. 4 goals, 6 assists in 27 league games last season. Like, decent player, but just another one of those transfers that makes football fans kind of put their head in their hands and question sort of some of the fairness of some of these multi-club ownerships.
Like some money being moved around is what it feels like.
Exactly. It's hard to look beyond that. Obviously, we know the City Football Group and these sort of big cluster of clubs are becoming more and more common, and it doesn't seem overly fair, does it?
Manu Kone. Both Manchester clubs looking at him, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. Man United were in talks last month, but I think this deal, again, Catherine Walsh on the back page of The Sun today, writing about the £65 million deal that Manchester United expect to do for Carlos Baleba. I think that probably puts paid to that move as far as Manchester United are concerned. But Man City, who've lost Rodri to Barcelona in that £65 million move, plus Tiani Reinders, who's gone out to Al Qadsiya, 52 million quid they managed to get for him. It's £51 million is Roma's asking price for Kone, and Manchester City now having a look. Did well in the France squad at the World Cup, of course. A few appearances there. Quite a nice sort of tidy, dynamic central midfield player. Could be just the man that City are looking for.
Everton also looking at Asane Diao from Como.
That's it. Yeah, interesting one, this one. Senegalese winger, only 20 years of age. Como, as you'd expect from a club of that size, open to offers. Diao very much fancies the deal. He's kind of being looked at as a bit of a Jack Grealish alternative. I know there's still hope at Everton that Grealish deal might be done. Yeah, but again, though, the wages, they're still going to be £50 to £60 million for a transfer fee if that gets done, but the wages are going to be considerably cheaper than Grealish's, and obviously a little bit more time at just 20, a little bit more sort of future sell-on value and potential.
This Ollie Watkins, the Saudi thing won't go away. We were talking about Villa earlier on. I don't know what the latest is, and I mean, would they be looking at Nicholas Jackson? I don't know, who's now sort of training away from, or Delap. I mean, Jackson feels a better sort of Emery fit, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's funny, this one. It feels a bit deja vu, doesn't it? Sitting in the studio talking about those two players and Emery looking at Jackson in the last transfer window as well. From an Ollie Watkins point of view, I think the usual questions around these moves to Saudi are swirling, aren't they? Why is he going now? Is it worth? I think I heard Al on the Breakfast Show talking this week saying, look, with some of these deals, the age he is now, the money isn't guaranteed, and if the huge money is on the table, it's easy to criticise these players sometimes.
Ben Jacobs was saying yesterday they are signing younger players. The profile has come down.
Quite.
And so the players, 30-year-old players, are looking at it and going, that might not be actually a retirement plan after all.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, and as we've seen with Ivan Toney as well, it's not quite the sort of death sentence for international careers it once was. I just find the Ollie Watkins at Villa situation weird. I think he's performed so well. He's been one of England's best forward players for such a long time. And for quite a long time now, there just seems to have been that sense that his exit is only sort of one transfer window away. So, I mean, we could be having another situation where he's still there at the end of the window.
Yeah.
But, we'll talk about it again in January.
Thank you for popping in, Will. Thanks very much. You're going to be right across it. Or are you doing your sort of little podcast and everything?
So we did the first episode this morning of Tactics Exposed Team Talk, and we do Tactics Exposed Monday, reacting on the Sunsport YouTube channel and the dedicated Tactics Exposed YouTube channel. We preview all the big games tactically every Thursday and then react to them every Monday, plus all the other suite of football content that I'll be heading up at Sunfootball football.
Excellent. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Cheers, gents.
Premier League returns to the talkSPORT network this weekend. To celebrate Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent have got a special launch party at 4, looking ahead at the start of the new season. With the help of a live audience made of fans of all 20 clubs. Gabby will be there. He's promised not to sing. And Jason Cundy to wind up the Spurs fans. That's Drive's Premier League launch party from 4 p.m. today with Andy and Benty. Don't miss it. We're going racing next with Rupert and Lizzie, building up to our first race of the afternoon at York. We're here with Tool Station. First stop, Tool Station.
Danny, when you look at it, United in that fairly congested midfield area, say Baliba comes through the door, Tielemans is there, Santos, Mainu, Bruno Fernandes. Well, it's going to be a mighty old force in midfield, is it not?
It looks a very strong group of players, all giving little different parts of what you want. A far cry, really, from what we've seen over the last couple of years. United struggling in midfield areas. And I think we're talking about one of the biggest clubs in the world. They'll be looking to try and compete for the Premier League and the Champions League in the next couple of years. Of course they will. That's the aim of a club like Manchester United. So you need at least 5, when you think about it, in the middle of the park, who are going to be pushing each other, especially if they play a 3. You know, Bruno's probably the one standout, you say, in all the big games he's going to play. Yeah. He's got great durability anyway, and he's the match, the game changer, the match winner, the creative force, the goals. I would imagine for me, out of the others, Santos, Baliba, both young lads, both got more to come. Tielemans is more rounded, more ready to take that on. I think Tielemans has
Where's it leave Menu? A lot of people asking me to ask you that. Well, and what's your ideal starting 3?
I think that would depend a lot on where they're at when they come in and how they adapt to the pressure and expectation of being at Man United, because that's never easy. I think initially he might go Tielemans, Bruno and Mainu, because Mainu knows what the manager wants already. I think Baliba will become one of the main men.
How's that? Next March, the England cricket team face Australia in the 150th anniversary test match down under. And as always, the Barmy Army will be there. And thanks to talkSPORT, Visit Victoria could be too. Enter now at talksportwin.com for the chance to score an incredible week-long trip for 2 to watch the 150th anniversary test match in Melbourne with Visit Victoria and the Barmy Army. Enter now at talksportwin.com and get ready to experience the electric atmosphere that only a Barmy Army tour delivers.
Time to head to York for the first race of the afternoon. Looking on screen, and we can see the rain on the cameras. So I take it Rupert and Lizzie aren't in their summer outfits. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. No, we're not.
No.
Oh.
It's cold.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's the end of that.
Thank you, Rupert.
I think.
And it's cold, is it?
You don't sound very
It's
happy.
cold. Well, you've just been making me feel depressed because I had all that Villa chat. So, so
you'll be all right, Rupert. Ollie Watkins, you'll be fine. You can rebuild a whole team in about a week. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, well, we've got in Unai we trust. Anyway, but anyway, we're here at York. What's not to like? It may be raining, but Lizzie's putting up with me fine. So we're doing all right. We've managed to survive 2 nights now out in York.
Oh, okay. More on that later. What do you fancy for the first race, Lizzie?
I really like Libertango. She won the Albany, which is the Group 3 at Royal Ascot. She was only just denied in a Group 2 at Newmarket after that. So yeah, I think she's got a really good chance, but it's very competitive. This is the biggest field they've ever had in this race.
Yeah. Charlie was telling me about Libertango.
Coming out of stall 15 might be quite high for Lizzie.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
How do you know all this stuff? How do you know all this stuff, Charlie?
No, just know stuff.
He seems to have been doing a lot of genning up on racing since I last saw her.
Look, she's got the strongest rating. She's won 2 of her last 3 starts. And I thought she ran well the second last time. So I agree, Libertango's a good shout.
Okay, well, thanks, Charlie. Thanks. Lizzie, you can
Charlie.
I mean, a long shot might be Moonrise and maybe each way a Livenka. I don't know, but...
Okay. Well, if you want to head home, Lizzie, it sounds like we've got it covered.
Both of those are non-runners, Charlie.
See, shot with your own gun. We found him out. Well done. It didn't take long, did it? Reading him off of his note. Disgraceful.
Yeah, I've got a question for you. Have we got time before the race?
Well,
I noticed there's 2 lakes in the middle of York Racecourse. Do you know if they're fishing lakes, Rupert? Are you aware of this? Could you find out for the next race?
There's no lakes in the middle. The River Ouse is somewhere near here, but anyway, I think I'm going to. I think we haven't got many more to go in.
Oh, okay. You take it over, guys. Yeah.
And for what it's worth, I fancy Shimmering Sun here to maybe run on at a decent price. But they're set then for this Lather Stakes Group 2 race. 6 furlongs is the trip and 17 runners. And pretty quickly into the break is Bintar Chance is right up there, and Lover Giggle is another one in a prominent position. Taking a keen hold is In the Black, trying to settle down on the far side. It's a bit of a barging match going on. Alta Regina's right up there on this near side. Crystal Queen is in a prominent position and just tracking Desert Sands, but also right up there still Bintan Chance, and Big Negotiator is another one in a forward position. Another one trying to get forward is Ruby Moon, looking for the favourite Libertango, and Libertango is going along nicely, and Shimmering Sun is also right up there. Libertango is towards the rear and has got to find a wall of horses to get through, but Miss Cody has just perhaps got the advantage. Star of State is also going well. Shimmering Sun has been asked to quicken at this stage. Another one trying to pick up is Crown Breaker coming through from the far side, and Libertango's still got a lot of room to try and make through. Coming up on this near side, Ruby Moon. On the far side, Star Estate. Now Libertango does have a split and is coming up on the far side with Billy Knockname, but has he got a change of gear? And Jolly Vet is also coming there, but Star Estate just holding on. Libertango coming on the far side, and Libertango is going to get it up and wins by half a length. Cheeky. Controlled success from Libertango, backing up his victory at the Royal Meeting, and he did it well. For half a furlong out, he looked maybe he was going to struggle, but Libertango has won from Star of State, and Jolivet has finished in 3rd.
Yeah, lovely performance from the winner there, Libertango. She's proved herself when she won at Royal Ascot. She's certainly a horse that she really likes being late on the scene, and it is a case of being able to nip through the gaps in front of her, but she's done it again really, really nicely. And also the horse that she beat at Royal Ascot is running in our next, Sun Goddess, so that does no harm to her chances.
So 3-1 the winner, Libertango. I think Star Estate may have gone off favourite, so well fancied though Libertango, and proving. George Bowie obviously had the disappointment when it was announced that Bo Echo was being retired, but he's still got plenty of very good horses in his yard, and Libertango is one of them.
Well done, Lizzie. What a good, and well done, Charlie, who seemed to really know a lot about the horse as well. So that's
did well out of stall 15, I thought.
As you're on a hot streak, and we didn't give people a lot of time to go with your tip. Let's get your thoughts for our second race of the afternoon. Lizzie, at 2:25. What's your fancy there?
Well, as I mentioned, Sun Goddess ran a really nice race in behind the winner just then at Royal Ascot, and he's been all the rage, or she's been all the rage, I should say, coming into this. But I quite like, there's a French horse that's come over, talkSPORT. He's won 4 of his 5 career starts. He's won a Group 3, he's won a Group 2. But my concern is they've not been overly competitive. The Group 2 was actually only 3-runner race. So I think he's quite versatile tactically, I mean, but he also gets a little bit. It will just be interesting. My only problem is that he's actually top weight, so that could be a little bit of an issue for him.
And the other thing is the jockey who was originally due to ride, because it's a French-trained horse. Well, Amy Murphy used to train in Newmarket, set up in France, but her jockey Tony Picone, who was due to ride, his plane failed to take off this morning, presumably for bad weather and reasons, so Clifford Lee's come in for the ride. So just a footnote. So frustrating for Tony Picone, who's ridden his horse in all the previous races and obviously was hoping to have a good payday, but not to be. So Clifford Lee's stepping in.
Around 6-1, if you fancy talkSPORT. All the rain we've had, Rupert, I mean, the lack of rain means, I would imagine the rain we've had in the last few days up in York isn't really an issue in terms of the going, is it?
Good to soft, it is.
Oh, it is,
I don't
really?
think we've last seen I don't think we've last seen good to soft since Derby Day.
No.
Because obviously when it did absolutely sluice it down, and that was. But we genuinely have good to soft, and it's been raining for most of the morning. Umbrellas to the fore. And so it's a fairly dreek scene here.
Yeah.
I don't know where you found those lakes, Charlie. I mean,
I've been done in. I'm going to say I've been done in.
You have been done
when they play you doing your brilliant commentary, of course, on the YouTube, the talkSPORT YouTube, they show a picture of looks like. Now, generic racecourse.
Yeah, I think they've done it on ChatGPT.
They've done it. Here it is.
Yeah.
If anyone's watching now, just a generic racecourse.
And there are
two lakes in the middle that look like lovely fishing lakes, lovely little island in the middle. Yeah. But it's not York, so we'll have to find out where it is. No. So my fault. I can only apologise.
The Nave Smile's completely flat.
Yeah.
And it's an historic site.
Yeah.
The River Ouse is not that far away. We've got the A64 just at the end of the straight, of the beginning of the home straight. We've got Dick Turpin's Memorial to the right.
Yeah.
And that's what we've got here, but not a lake to be seen. But anyway,
no. It was Charlie. It was obviously Charlie's fault for being shown a picture of what was supposed to be York races when there's commentary at York races, only for it to be a generic race course. So that'll teach you.
I'm very Ron Burgundy. I'll just read out what I see in front of me.
Well, exactly, that's true. Because you quite fancy Sun Goddess for the next race as well, Charlie.
Well, I quite like Vollering, high rating, low weight, drawn on the rail in stall 1. Been consistent lately, and could get a lovely toe into the race if the low side holds up. Interesting each way, I'd say, Paul.
Thank you, Charlie, for your insight. We'll be back to you both later. Thank you very much, Rupert. Thank you, Lizzie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love the fact you suddenly know you're racing. It's great. You normally do absolutely zero prep for every show, so to suddenly see you doing this
really into it.
Has somebody had a word in management? Have they said put you back into it?
No, not at all. Rupert.
Have they said what you're even doing on talkSPORT?
Rupert missed a race the other week, didn't he? I thought, maybe there's a little opening,
Well, Lizzie commentated brilliantly, I thought, and so maybe you could,
Yeah, but I called Rupert out on that yesterday. I said it's easy because no one checks, do they, Paul? You just have to say the names of the horses and then just say who's won, because no one's checking, Oh, they've got Satellite of Love, and on the outside Quinlan. And his Battle Fever taking it up the middle. Roll the dice, baby, Vollering, and it's Sun Goddess. Out the back, Satellite of Love, and Battle Fever, Satellite of Love, and it's Battle Fever for the win.
Okay.
You can't check if that was,
by the way.
You can't check if that was a real race or not.
Wow. Okay, well, what was Rupert's take on that?
Was furious.
You trashed. Yeah. You've trashed these
30 years of experience in the bin.
Oh, dear. Oh, we'll pick that up at 2:25.
Yeah, sure.
So, still to come, Josh Widdicombe joins us for a chat. We can talk about practically everything, apart from one thing. If you can guess what it is.
Yeah.
And we'll do a bit of rugby league with Brad O'Neill from Wigan Warriors as we get to the business end of the regular season, Tim Vickery, and more live racing. And if there's any cricket, we will be right across it. It's raining in York. It's raining at Headingley, just down the road as well. So we'll get the sports headlines next.
For the record, we've had 7 different Premier League winners.
Over 33 years, over 34 years.
But this time,
wow.
But this time, Simon, do you not agree that this is probably the most competitive ever Premier League season on the horizon?
For participation, not for winning. You're going to be one of the 4 clubs that has the biggest turnovers is going to win the league. Aston Villa are not going to win the league. Newcastle are not going to win the league.
So how do you explain Leicester when they did it?
A rare and absolute anomaly that was never allowed to happen again, because all the big clubs sat on their hands, suddenly decided that they could all do things in a certain way, and they got caught with their pants down, even to the way that they allowed Leicester to play. Everybody knew how Leicester played. Drinkwater gets the ball, looks up, knocks it long for Vardy, and yet on the last game of the season they were doing the same thing, and teams were still playing the same way against them. So don't ask me how I explain that situation, but it's not going to be repeated, and it hasn't been repeated since, and that was now a decade ago. So who's won the league since then, and who won the league prior to that?
So tell me straight, how many teams this time around do you feel can aspire to win the Premier League?
2, 3. But that doesn't mean the league's not competitive. The argument, why would you suggest that governance needs to be brought in to the most successful league that has been the commercially most successful league in the history of football? Why are you regulating it? What are you regulating it from? I understand what he's saying is that the Premier League clubs want some degree of control. They want governance. Yeah, they want good disciplines. They want good governance. They want good regulation. Is your regulation with the consequences of the way that clubs are suing one another now, the way that they're suing, the way that Man City have been hauled over the coals and been sat in abeyance for 2 years because you can't prosecute them properly, is that good governance and good regulation? Because to me, it doesn't look like it.
We're going to see some play at Headingley, thankfully, at 2:30 at the moment, because it has stopped raining. That's because Tom Clayton's mum, who lives just down the road from Headingley, says it has just stopped, Tom, hasn't it? You can confirm that.
It has.
Mrs. C can confirm that.
I received the message about 10 minutes ago. She's confirmed. Rain has stopped. We'll be underway at 2:30.
Fantastic.
I don't think she had a cricket update for us, but definitely a weather update. She's got a washing out. That's the most important.
That tells you all you need to know. Take it away, Tom.
talkSPORT Sports Update with NordVPN. 24/7 digital privacy and protection in one easy-to-use app.
Paul, thank you. Good afternoon. The man in charge of one of the clubs desperately trying to stay in the Premier League this season tells us it's a closed shop.
I mean, it's a squad cost ratio. You got 800 million revenues versus 200 million revenues. You can do the maths. It's going to be incredibly difficult. So you have to find every advantage you can to sort of be competitive. And obviously our goal as we head up there is to try and build momentum.
Commentary owner Doug King says the club have brought in players he thinks can keep them up. 7 of the last 9 promoted sides have gone straight back down. Another vying to break that record is Hull City. Their boss Sergei Yakirovich can't wait to get going, but is aware of the gap between the Championship and the Premier League.
We will try to make a difficult game for Man United. Of course, they are favourites, and I can't wait because I want to also to compete with other managers.
I'll take on Man United on the opening day, Saturday lunchtime, live and exclusively on talkSPORT. The new financial constraints are even hitting the league's more established clubs. Brighton will be further hampered by European rules this season, but Chief Exec Paul Barber is feeling optimistic.
We're fortunate that we've got our key infrastructure in place, the stadium, the training ground, women's stadium to come. So all of that is there. And, we've got a fantastic fan base that fill the Amex every week.
They're in the north of Norway tonight to face Tromsø in the Conference League qualifying, live and exclusively on talkSPORT 2. Elsewhere today, Newcastle have announced they've acquired Walsington Hall Estate as premises for the new training ground. Subject to planning permission, the club will invest £190 million into facilities for the first team and the academy. And the cricket at Headingley, as we said, will resume at 2:30 p.m. after heavy rain this morning. Good news from our mum, that has stopped. Get more at talksport.com. talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
Andy Burnham says Prince Harry and Meghan's security is a private matter for them when they return to the UK. Meanwhile, the PM's been defending the latest Home Office guide for asylum seekers. Amelia's back at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. With over 400 EV-ready centres across the UK, we're top of the league for electric car owners. Visit quickfit.com and book today.
Frequent showers in northern and central areas, some of those heavy and potentially thundery, more isolated rain elsewhere and feeling cooler.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Kick off the football season with a completely free ACCA or Bet Builder. Odds of 1.5 or more on a minimum 3-leg bet. T's and C's apply. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Before we look at all the latest odds with Betfair, just to clear up what Charlie mentioned earlier on, Rupert and Lizzie, there are no lakes in the middle of York Racecourse. No. There are no lakes in the middle of any course in this country, because the generic picture used on the talkSPORT YouTube channel to illustrate York races, Charlie, is in
New York.
New York.
Google's really let someone down there. Google Images.
It's easy done.
It wasn't me. It sounds like it was my fault.
No, it wasn't your fault.
New York Racecourse and York Racecourse. Different places, if anyone was wondering.
Yeah, of course.
Although the New York Stadium is in Rotherham. So, I mean, it's
a very confusing
Paul.
business. Anyway, time to get all the latest odds with Sam Rossbottom from our friends and official betting partner Betfair. Hello, Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, fellas. How's it going? You all right?
Yeah, very good.
I've seen the course. I've been to York and seen the course. There was no rush. I'd like to go. I was talking earlier on to one of our team here. Said it's his favourite meeting. Have you been?
Yeah,
Sam?
York is absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
I can verify that, and I can also verify that there is no lake at the racecourse there. However, it has been absolutely tipping it down today, which isn't great for flat racing, but we've got a great day on nevertheless at York. It was an interesting one yesterday, wasn't it, the racing? Obviously, the big race of the day. A little bit of a disappointment for the punters in the Juddmonte. Builders, the big one between Ombudsman and Constitution River. Neither of those finishing in the top two. But overall, it was a fairly decent day for the punters. And I've been on to our trading team, and hopefully, I'll run through a few of the races today. A few of the little tidbits that they've pointed out for us, hopefully give you guys a little bit of a heads up on some. So obviously we've got the next race, the 425. Sun Goddess leads the market in that one, sets a really high standard in this one, being a Group 1 winner in a recent sales race. Ryan Moore on board as well, trained by Aidan O'Brien. Dream combo, really. However, she's out now to 11 to 10, having been 4 to 5 this morning. That said, it'd still be a bad result for us if she was to win. The punters certainly fancy her. A big mover in this one is The Best Has Yet to Come. Was 33 to 1 yesterday evening. That's been tipped up in a few places. Now just 8 to 1, which would be the second worst result in the book for us. We do have extra places as well available on that race, so you're getting 4 places instead of 3, and 8 to 1 still not a bad each way shout. Looking at the 3 o'clock, Bullet Point was quite weak this morning, but has been well backed in the last couple of hours. Was out to 15 to 2, now back into 6 to 1. The market leader in that one is Centigrade, who has been solid all morning, to be honest with you. It's now the favourite in that one. The big Group 1, Grade 1, of the day, the Yorkshire Oaks. Andrew Balding's Kalpana is the one that the punters want to see win in this one. Was 5 to 4 at one stage this morning, now solid, even money. I did mention the rain, and not ideal for flat racing. However, the rain won't inconvenience her whatsoever. So one to look out for there. And again, punters really fancy her. The Irish, though, will be looking to cause a bit of an upset in the big one today. Minnie Hawk follows at second favourite at 9 to 2, and Joanna Walsh at 5 to 1. And then finally, our traders have mentioned this one to me at 10 past 4. It's a Joseph O'Brien horse they like in this one. He had a winner yesterday with Small Fry, who was impressive and well backed as favourite in the Stayers handicap. In this one, he's got vauntingly, who's been really well supported and is easily our worst result of the race. Was as big as 15-2 this morning, now just 7-2. And he's currently second favourite between Alaproshan, who is 9-4. So Vaughan Tilley is the one that our traders are a little bit worried about at 4:10 in that.
Just seeing Joseph O'Brien on the screens there at York, and some kids think I'm going to go out my way not to look like my dad. Not Joseph. He's embraced the look,
Exactly,
hasn't he?
yeah.
Might chip off the old.
Gone at it.
Blimey. So let's get the sack race. We thought we might get some odds on the sack race.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's unprecedented, isn't it, this season? There's going to be a record 9 teams with new managers from the end of the last campaign. In fact, actually, when you look at the teams and who they had at the start of last season, the managers that they had in, more than half of those teams are going to be kicking off the new season with different managers, which is wild, isn't it, really, when you think about it? Just so much to happen and so much that could go wrong for new managers. It is the promoted sides who their coaches lead the sack race. So Hull's Sergei Jakirovic is the 7-2 favourite. Gary O'Neill at 9-2. Frank Lampard at 7-1, which I think if he was the first to be sacked would be pretty harsh, wouldn't it, given the job he did last season. Arbeloa, who's gone in at Fulham, he's in there at 17-2. I know that there were quite a few eyebrows raised, wasn't there, when Oliver Glasner went in at Nottingham Forest. And also, we kind of know Forest have a bit of a record, don't they, for a manager merry-go-round. 9-1 for Glasner to be the first manager to go. Could we see, some of the teams that are looking to challenge Arsenal have a bit of a swap in the season? I'm not too sure. Obviously, Alonso's in there now at Chelsea. On the flip side of that, he's 100-30 to win one or more domestic trophies this upcoming season. Iraola in at Liverpool. Obviously, the last time they had a new manager, Slot, worked out pretty well in his first season, didn't it? Winning the league title. Can he win a trophy, Iraola, in his first season? Even money, Liverpool win one or more. And then I have started watching the City documentary, obviously being a Blue, just for a bit of a pain watch. Enzo Maresca still looking like he's planning to strengthen in the summer. Probably needs to as well, to be honest. Can they stop Arsenal going back to back? City now 11-4 to win the title, but you can back Maresca to have left City by the end of the season at 11-2, which feels a little bit short, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, it is the newly promoted sides and their managers who lead the sack race market.
Good stuff, Sam. Thanks as always.
Sam.
Catch up with you soon.
Cheers, fellas.
Sam Rossbottom there from betfair.com. You can go to betfair.com for all the very latest offers. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Kick off the football season with a completely free ACCA or Bet Builder. Odds of 1.5 or more on a minimum 3-leg bet. T&Cs apply. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Sadly, no time for chat GPT.
Oh, that's a shame.
We just haven't got time for it today.
Oh, charming lads.
Oh, sorry, chat. We didn't realise you were listening.
I am always listening, lads.
Always listening.
Okay. Well, the trouble is, it's a busy show, live racing. The cricket's going to be on shortly. We've got lots of guests, so we just cannot fit it in.
I see you have managed to squeeze in that rubbish. Gauge the age rip-off you do every week.
Gauge the age rip-off?
The age rip-off.
Is that what he's calling the birthday spread?
Unbelievable. The birthday spread.
And Beck have told me they are going to sue lads.
See you in court.
Oh, we'll fight it all the way.
See you in
we'll
court.
Fight it all the way, chat.
Who is Jeff Peters?
I've got no idea. I've got no idea
who is Jeff Peters?
I don't know.
It's a kid's game.
It is,
waste of half an hour.
That's true. You're not the first person to say that. Yeah. Well, look, I'm sorry, chat, but we'll definitely see you next week.
Possible, lads. Has anyone got Naga's number?
Anyone got Naga's number?
I am off to 5 Live.
Off to 5 Live.
Issuing a come and get me.
Well, we haven't got Naga's number.
They won't.
Who is Jeff Peters?
Who is Jeff Peters?
Beaver's having a bad time.
Bad time. Bottom of the league, aren't they, chat?
I love the Beavers.
He loves the Beavers.
Okay, well, chat GPT. Sorry, chat. He'll be back next week. More live racing to come. As we said, cricket should get underway at 2:30. We'll have regular updates. We're going to be having a chat with Josh Widdicombe a little bit later on as well. So stick around. It's Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker here on Talk Sport with Tool Station open from 7 a.m. Monday to Saturday. Grab what you need, get on site, get it done. First stop, Tool Station. 100% Mo's phoned us up, Liverpool fan. Right, Mo?
100% coward. Where you been?
Kenny!
How are you, Mo? Where you been?
Where you
I've
been?
been here. I've been busy.
Oh, of course you have. Where you been? What you been up to?
It's like you, Jimmy G. Where have you been? You've not been here for a while, and neither has Candy. I mean, Candy's been trying to get his hair like growing, but it's looking quite smart, Candy.
Yeah, it's come back,
Candy.
mate. Back. The hair is back. Everything's...
Are you going to be talking
Candy,
guff this season,
Yeah.
Mo?
What are you doing this season, Mo?
Listen to that. Look, I've been listening to talkSPORT all day, and obviously been hearing the ex-pundits. I mean, what is this about Arsenal going to dominate? What is Martin Keown on? What is going on? They just beat a poor City side yesterday. It was only a friendly. I mean, what's going on? Arsenal are going to dominate. There's only one team who's going to dominate this league, and that is the boys. The best team on the planet, Candy and Jimmy J. The best team on the planet. You saw them playing yesterday. Wow. You know what, Candy? I can't wait to this league to start. I am telling you, we're going to win the quad, Candy. Quad, Candy.
There it is. There it is.
The quad.
The quad's back out.
Quad back.
Listen, well, come on. Look. Why you got music? Why are you putting laughter track on, right? Look, let's be honest here, right?
No, mate, listen,
Candy,
let's talk about your mob,
Candy,
right?
You shut up, yeah?
Let's talk about your mob.
You shut up, Candy. You shut up. You can't talk. No.
Mate, what's going on at Liverpool? What's going on, mate? What's happening at your place?
Candy, look. Candy, we're the best team on the planet.
You're not, though, are you, mate? Paul Hawksbee, Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT. More live racing to come. Josh Widdicombe joining us for a chat. But joining us now is gladiator Livy Sheldon. Hi, Livy.
Hello, Livy.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, we're not too bad. We're going to come on to your football career a little bit later on.
Oh, nice.
But first, tell us more. You're going to talk first-time buyers. Is that right?
Yeah, so I have been working with Lloyds and looking at their research, which they have done recently. And it's so interesting to see, actually, being a first-time buyer myself, that a lot of people actually believe that they would struggle a lot more than they actually potentially will or would do to get a first-time house. In some of the research, people have been saying they're worried about being rejected for a mortgage, while many think that they need a 20% deposit, whereas actually Lloyds actually offer a £5,000 deposit fixed at the moment, which is absolutely fantastic. And honestly, if I'd known that when I was looking at buying my first house, I would have jumped at the chance of that. And a lot of people feel like they need to have a perfect credit score or to be debt-free. And I think the most important thing is to actually go and speak to someone. And at Lloyds, there are mortgage advisors there to really help you and walk you through the process. I had a mortgage advisor who helped me with everything, especially being self-employed. I was someone who thought that would be a huge hurdle and I'd have to jump through so many hoops to get my mortgage, but having the mortgage advisor there to talk me through everything, yes, I had to provide a lot of documents. However, it definitely made it much easier process, and I am so glad to actually be in my own home and make it my very own space.
Yeah. A fifth of people said writing a book, and 1 in 10 said even winning gladiators felt more achievable than buying a home, which is a bit of a sad indictment, but that is good news.
I know.
Yeah. So, do you enjoy
They
life
do on the day you buy your first house? They go vendor ready.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, on the day you exchange,
buyer ready.
When you're trying to complete. Yeah,
it was a shock to me.
You've got Joe Marler joining you, haven't you?
Yes, he was absolutely fantastic, but you'll have to tune in and watch more in January when it's out.
Yeah, I would have thought he'd be too heavy for it. Because he's a big guy, isn't he?
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
Big and strong. What's he going to be doing?
He's a funny lad.
Will he get up that travel?
I'm sure he completely hammed it up. He was very panto. You could have been a footballer. Is that right, Livy? That was your first love.
Yeah, for sure. Football was 100% my first love. I loved it. I went from being a defender right the way up to being a striker. It was fantastic. Honestly, football was such a saviour for me for when I was going through school, college, everything. And I was very lucky to play in Soccer Aid not only once, but twice.
Yeah. What's that? What were the pinch me moments playing in Soccer Aid? Who you were playing alongside or passing to?
Yeah. Oh, wow. I remember being in training camp and doing a ronda with Tom Hiddleston was opposite me.
Oh, yeah.
And he passed him the ball and he was like, oh, sorry, Livy, because the pass was just not quite 100% or I'd missed it. And I was like, as if Tom Hiddleston knows my name. That is absolutely...
It's great you didn't go to a footballer but went to an actor.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like all the footballers, all the celebrities, everyone there. But I'm a huge fan of obviously his work and stuff like that. So it's incredible. Everyone who I've met there, and I've got some really fond memories and have some lifelong friends as well.
Are you? Who's your football team? Who do you support?
Oh, so I don't follow 100% all the time at the moment, but I'm Man United. I was an avid Man United supporter back in the day when Rooney, David Beckham, Ronaldo played. So in my heart, always.
Livy, good to talk to you. Thanks very much. Livy. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
There's Diamond in Gladiators there. Played in the Diamond. It is Livy Sheldon. We're going to go racing now. We're going to head back to York.
Good news.
Well, hopefully it stopped raining because that is in Leeds, we understand. Has it stopped raining, Roop?
I think so.
Good.
And we're undercover, but my fingers have gone cold.
Oh, okay.
It's really cold.
That's age.
And
that's age circulation.
You sound really whiny then, Rupert.
Just
I'm really cold.
Lizzie, can you just rub his hands?
Yeah.
Are you prepared to do that for danger money?
No, I think I'm all right.
Yeah,
that's creepy. I don't really want to sit here holding hands with Rupert.
That'd be nice.
As much as I like him.
That wasn't in the contract. That wasn't in the contract.
Touching hands.
Yes.
Reaching out.
We were saying, Joseph O'Brien's really gone out of his way not to look like his dad, hasn't he?
Yeah, two little peas in a pod.
Yeah.
It's like when someone does Bugsy Malone at school and they wear their dad's suit.
Yeah. The best is yet to come, we were told by Sam at Betfair's. Come right in from 33s to 12s. Do you fancy that at all, Lizzie?
I've actually gone for Takeda. I think Sun Goddess will win this, personally, although the time of the race that she won at the Curragh was very, very slow. But I'm going to go for Takeda, just to try and find a little bit of value. He's a French runner. He's won 4 of his 5 career starts. The problem is you can't quite get a handle on the French form. He's group winner, so he's proved himself at this level by far. But yeah, it's just he sort of is a bit of a each-way choice maybe. But Sun Goddess to me looks a real interesting, looks fantastic.
Yeah. What about you, Rupert?
Satellite of Love.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm going for.
He sounded just like Lou Reed then, didn't he?
Really?
Yeah.
Satellite of Love.
Yes.
I'm transforming. Satellite of Love, I think, has got 2 runs, 2 wins, but on the face of it, Sun Goddess should hack up. But I'm just looking for something that might have a bit more value. 7 to, well, in fact, I'm second favourite, 7 to 2, so I haven't really gone out of a limb there. But Satellite of Love has run pretty well in his 2 races. This is a sales race, so it's big money.
Oh, right.
It's a £600,000 race. But it's not like a group race, but it's just you've got to have bought your horse through Goffs, and then you were in this, and so you can get a really big prize, and that's presumably why Sun Goddess is in here, because the winning prize is nearly £300,000. So you can see why the Aidan O'Brien team, not that they necessarily need the money, have come into the race. So,
sounds like they're emptying your bag behind you, Rupert.
That was just this morning.
Oh, goodness. I'm trying to concentrate.
I know, Rupert, I know. We're trying to entertain the nation, Rupert, at the same time.
I know, and then you just drop me in it every time. But anyway, there's not many more to go in, but there's quite a lot. How many have we got running? We've got 2 non-runners, Where Love Lives and Blake's Monarch. So we've still got 20 runners trying to chase down that huge first prize. A couple more to go in. I think Takeda is one of those still to go in. Comes forward, the man of Clifford Lee, and then maybe just one more coming through. Speed of Sound is perhaps the last, and also Kodiak Breeze, who's another one who might be in the mix as well. So just coming forward, and Takeda is actually backed out of the stalls, the French raider. Getting a little fractious, I can see the best is yet to come. It just getting a little bit unsettled in the stalls, these 2-year-olds. I think they're all in. It's a 6-furlong race, so they're set for our second live race here on day 2 of the York Ewiborn meeting. Weekend Raw was quickly up there. Quillen was another one right up there in the early stages, and Inichen is another one. They've split into 2 groups on this near side. The Bookkeeper is in a very prominent position, and another one, Speed of Sound, on this near side is going well, and Price of Toledo is up there. But out in front we have Vollering on the far side is going a long way. Also on the inside of that one is Kodiak Breeze. Coming down the centre of the course is Quillen, who is perhaps now challenging Vollering for that lead, with also next to Kodiak Breeze, looking to Sun Goddess, who likes to come from off the pace, and she is currently towards the rear and has a wall of horses in front of her. Coming forward, still moving forward, Newer Dommer is right up there. Quillen still going well. Kodiak Breeze, Vollering right up there. Another one going well is Battle Fever, is picking up on this near side. Speed of Sound, where's Sun Goddess? Can she get through? She's got to come through on the outside. She's going to have to quicken up. Satellite of Love is coming forward, and now on the near side, Sun Goddess has quickened up, and she's turning into a rout. She was always going to win by the looks of things from all on the book. She's a classy animal, and she has scooped the prize. She's basically won in a canter. She made that look ridiculously easy. Battle Fever was in second. We'll wait for the minors for the third, but Sun Goddess, with a furlong to go, just turned that into an absolute rout. An easy win. Too easy there, Lizzie. She's a class act, and she made the rest look ordinary.
Yeah, she She did, and when she got that daylight, she was off. You just press the button and off she went. I thought that was a phenomenal performance. It was Battle Fever in second, Speed of Sound in third, and I think Pride of Toledo in fourth there. But my goodness, we thought coming into this, we were both trying to find something that we thought might feature, might give her a bit of a run for her money, and nothing could. That was a phenomenal performance.
Well, so 2-year-old form being frank, Libertango very good in the first, did beat Sun Goddess, so these two look, these two-year-olds look as they got very bright futures indeed. Sun Goddess and the connections, the Coolmore connections, have just got another £300,000 in their very large bank account.
If I hadn't bought Sun Goddess from Goffs, I might be looking for my Goffs receipt.
Yeah,
for the other horses there.
Yes, okay.
They all went backwards.
They did, yeah. Well, they did start the moonwalk, didn't they? A little bit. That's true. But yeah, fine performance. Thank you, guys. Back to you later on.
No problem.
Our next race at 3:00 has a bit of a rugby league theme.
All right.
The Sir Kevin Sinfield 7 in 7 grand finale handicap. It's his last big challenge, running challenge, Sir Kevin. And funny enough, we're going to be talking rugby league in the next half hour of the show with Brad O'Neill from Wigan Warriors. But before that, Josh Widdicombe will join us.
Oh, that's nice.
After the news headlines.
Finished 9th.
Yep.
You come on talkSPORT and said that Chelsea are going to win the league.
Yep.
Who's the idiot?
We've got a manager that knows how to win a league.
No. Who's the idiot?
Won the Bundesliga.
I don't care. Who's the idiot?
What's the Spursy one? What's the Spursy ever won?
They finished 10th. Sorry.
10th.
Correction.
I know.
You finished 10th.
You'll take her place.
No, you finished 10th.
You'll take her place.
All right. And you come on talkSPORT and said that you're going to win the league.
You'll take her.
I don't think I'm an idiot in saying that Spurs can finish in the top 4 if we sign for Slovenia and Marmoush.
You'll take her place.
So,
Roberto De Spursy.
There's only one mug here, and it's you.
Roberto De Spursy, he'll take 10th, mate. That's a good season for you lot. Mate, you'll take that. Jay.
Don't
100%.
Don't Jay me. Don't Jay me. Right? Don't Jay me.
Jay, 100% you take 10th. I'll give you 10th now. With 10 games to go 10th. So you've not got to sweat like you did last season. Sweating over the last couple of games. Are we going to go down? Oh, no. We'll go down.
Mate, you finished 10th.
Yeah, I know we did.
You literally finished 10th.
Yeah, but we've got a manager that knows how to win a league.
That's almost like you spent £1 billion on a football team.
Yeah,
and finished 10th.
Another billion.
Right, who's more embarrassing?
And we're going to win it.
Who's more embarrassing?
Do you know what we should do? We should go for Savinho and Marmoush. Then we'll definitely win it. Put that in the Todd.
Keep.
Don't start getting.
No.
Don't.
I really want to swear at you, but I'm not going to. Right?
Don't, Jay. Take. I'll give you. Okay, here we go. 10th. Yes or no? Yes or no? Jay. Yes or no? Take 10th. He's going to take 10th. He's wrong with that. You got to take 10th.
Life after football. For a lot of players, it means going into punditry. Some turn to coaching or working in the game in other ways. But what about the rest? Some former footballers turn their sights away from the game, and there are a few big surprises. First up, from rainbow flicks to pancake flips. Ex-Chelsea and Southampton defender Ken Monku switched up his footballing career to buy a Dutch pancake house. Next, Everton legend Thomas Gravesen swapped out the high stakes of the Premier League for those of the poker room. Turned out the Danish international was pretty darn good at poker. He racked up a reported £100 million from his Las Vegas adventures. Remember former Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech? Turns out football nets weren't the only goals he was pretty handy in front of. After retirement, he became a goaltender in ice hockey. Same skills, very different surface. It's not all glamour for ex-pros, though. 1966 World Cup winner Ray Wilson set up a very different kind of business. He became an undertaker after he retired. Finally, not many people can say they've won both a World Cup and starred in an Oscar-winning film. In fact, there's only one person in the entire world who can say that. Frank Leboeuf had already begun acting on the side while he was playing football, and his biggest role came some years after his retirement when he landed the part of a doctor in the Stephen Hawking biopic The Theory of Everything. To be honest, with all the dramatic diving in the game these days, there's probably tons of ex-pros who've got the acting skills to make it in Hollywood.
Yes, it is Paul Hawksbee and Charlie Baker here on talkSPORT, and joining us now to talk a bit of Plymouth and more.
Plymouth Argyle, that's the only thing he wants to talk about.
Okay. Certain things we can't talk about.
Some
but that's
stuff, do not bring anything else up.
We respect that. It is comedian Josh Widdicombe. Hi, Josh.
Hello, Josh.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Good, thanks. On a serious note, we never got a chance to talk at the time, and when Kevin Keegan sadly passed away recently, I thought of you, and I thought of that last Quickly Kevin show at the Palladium we all went to.
Yeah.
And he was on he was on fine form that night, wasn't he? It was a dream guest for you guys, but in like Quickly Kevin Willie School.
Yeah.
But he was great company.
Incredible. He was brilliant. He was I think the thing you remember him as a footballer or a manager, but you overlook the man had such an incredible warmth and charisma. And I think that's why, when I was growing up and he was the Newcastle manager in the 90s, he had a humanity to him that so few people, certainly in the management world of football, give out, and that kind of almost, not frailty, but, that humanness was maybe what cost him at points, but that's what made people love him so much as a football manager, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. No, he was very funny on the night, some great old stories.
Did you bring up that quote with him backstage at all, Josh?
Yes. He's. I mean, we got the quote wrong. Quickly, Kevin Willie score.
Yeah,
of course. But that's history for you, isn't it? It's always slightly misremembered. I think it didn't dog him as much as it dogged Brian Moore, if you know what I mean, because he was just put in that position. And I think, he said he would score, and he only had the option to say he would score, didn't he? He really did.
Yeah. Play it again, Sam. It's never said. In Casablanca. Never ever said.
Yeah, exactly. Elementary, my dear Watson, is never said either, is it?
No, that's true. Well, we can talk about most things, but there's one thing we can't talk about. So we're completely, that's fine. Not a problem.
It won't come up.
It won't come up.
Last time I saw you, Josh, we were at Torquay United at Plainmoor, the home of Torquay United, the Gulls.
Yeah.
And it was Torquay v Plymouth in a pre-season friendly.
Oh, and what a dry match it was, Charlie.
We had a nice time.
We had a wonderful
your dad
evening.
came?
We had a lovely time. We had a wonderful evening. Do you know what? Paul, if you ever get to go down to Plainmoor and get the executive treatment with Charlie Baker, it is a joy. It's the only time I've ever been given a pizza box of chips.
Yeah, it's full of chips.
Full pizza box of chips. And do you know what that is? That's hospitality the way you want it.
Yeah.
Have they run out of the chip? They're playing some music now. Can you lose the music, please? Josh will just put the phone down.
He will. We don't want to lose him.
We don't want to lose Josh.
So had they run out of the chip containers and so had to improvise, or is that how they serve chips in Torquay?
No, I think that's a Charlie question rather than a Josh question, isn't it?
Anyway, I said that
Charlie
night.
isn't at the club.
So when you went to the chippy as a kid, they didn't wrap it up in newspaper. They just gave you a pizza box.
A pizza box full of chips.
Chucked it all in there.
We had a very nice night. We were really well looked after, actually. Plymouth, I thought that night, looked poor. Got away with a very lucky 1-0, and it so has started. You played one, lost one. It's not started well, Josh.
Well, we played two, Charlie, because we played, obviously, the Carabao Cup.
Oh, that didn't count. Oh, you beat Exeter, didn't you? That was lucky as well. A terrible game.
A local derby in the Carabao Cup to start the year. A full house.
Yeah.
As the curtain raiser. And we beat Exeter in the last minute. After I felt a bit. One of their players had arrived on loan that day.
Yeah.
He was brought on in the second half. 2 yellow cards sent off. Absolutely,
great! A lovely
stuff.
debut. A Jonathan
debut.
Woodgate style debut there.
Exactly. That is the kind of reference I'm looking for. And so at that point, I thought this is going to be a great season. We lost to Stockport in our opening game 3-1, but Stockport, I think they lost the playoff final last year. They were certainly, I think they did, yeah. They're going to be, as I think football pundits would say, there or thereabouts.
That's a nice one, yeah.
Come the business end of the season. So I'm not panicking as of yet.
No, it's too early. It's too early.
To lose your first game at home does mean you think, oh God, now we've got to turn this around with an away game as well. But I don't want to overthink it.
On Sky Sports that night, they showed you at the game, and they called you a Plymouth ambassador. Which is that an official title, or do you insist on that, or did they just put that up on you?
Sky, there's a researcher at Sky Sports who's been given his marching orders, I hope, after that.
Yeah. You're big in the podcast game. Go on.
I was going to ask you about the Parenting Hell podcast you do with Rob Beckett, which is very successful. You're now doing Footballing Hell, which is great because there's really not enough football podcasts out there. So
we've seen a gap in the market, Josh.
We've seen a gap in the market. Do you know what, though? We did slightly see a gap in the market in that we thought the football podcasts at the moment are far too well informed and interested in things like tactics or how a team's going to line up or what a new signing will do for a team or its shape. And we haven't got anything of that. We spent most of the first episode discussing the way Neil Warnock's going bald, which have you seen it up close?
Proudly? Is he doing it proudly, or do you sense there's a bit of a...
Does he know he's going bald?
Well, he's going bald in a way that I respect, which I've never seen before, which is going bald from the sides up as opposed to the top down.
Wow. So
he's got a full head of hair on top.
Yeah.
He's got like a mullet, like a teenage rugby player. He's got a mullet.
Yeah. And so we spent, it's mainly that. Then we did our predictions for the season, in which both of us found out that Leeds were in the Premier League and we hadn't realised. And so it's more, I'd say we're filling a gap, oversaturated market of people like Jonathan Wilson giving relevant opinions, and we're offering the opposite.
You're not reinverting the pyramid, obviously.
We're not.
No.
And I read Inverting the Pyramid, and it's brilliant. Above my understanding.
I'm going to say you're the only one who's actually read it, and it's not just been on the shelf.
It's like next to Brief History of Time. But no, I've read it. It's very good. Now, is there ever a crossover? Because for many parents' eyes, there is a footballing sort of parenting hell, isn't there? When you first start taking the kids and it's all kicking off, the other parents, there's like, I wonder if there's ever been a bit of a crossover between the two.
Well, I've never taken my kids to football. So we had the World Cup. My daughter was interested in the World Cup, but not interested enough. She's got no interest in going to a game.
Right.
My son's 5. I'm operating the principle that if they want to go, I'll take them. But I'm not going to try and force it down their neck because I think there's nothing worse than when you see a dad forcibly making his child support a football team because he supports them. Do you know what I mean?
That's tough love in my eyes. That's what you do. That's it. It's the only thing you ever do. Do it.
So do you think I should?
Oh,
Paul? Do you
yeah.
think that's what
I think you definitely
I
should.
do
Because they'll thank you
Okay.
for
Get
it.
them down the A38 now.
They'll thank you for it. They will thank you for it in years to come. They say, Dad,
Get them on the Devon Expressway down to Home Park, or get them to Plainmoor. I'll tell you what, if you don't take them, I'll take them to Plainmoor.
Yeah, Uncle Charlie.
Uncle Charlie's here to get you on the train to Torquay.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm fully aware that Charlie doesn't take his own children to Torquay. So there's a
They don't want to come,
huge
Josh.
issue there.
Do you know what it is?
Exactly,
They've seen how much misery it's cost me in my whole
Exactly.
life. My son says, Dad, that team has ruined your life.
Time, money, and it's happiness. None of them are, you get none of them out of it.
No.
But you've got a career on talkSPORT out of it. So you've made
That's
it pay
it.
eventually, Charlie.
Let's call it a career.
A career?
Yeah,
That's it now. I never knew it was a career.
I didn't call it a career. Can I just say I didn't call it a career?
Yeah.
I think what would be a nice game would be for Charlie to add up the amount of money he's spent on football, the amount of money he's received from talkSPORT to see whether he's breaking even so far.
No charge.
Look, you said not to bring up the elephant in the room.
I'm happy to talk about it strictly. I
wasn't going to bring that. I was going to say, is Bolton going to sign your striker, Bim Peppel? But
that's the elephant in the room.
I don't know if
Is that the elephant in the room?
Yeah.
No, they've just signed our old striker, Ryan Hardy. So surely they're not going to sign our current striker, Bim Peppel. Stephen Schumacher, obviously,
is the manager,
the Bolton manager. He's got history with Argyle.
Yeah,
he was, for me, he might be my favourite ever Plymouth manager. It's him or Paul Sturrock.
Sturrock.
But we've already sold our best striker.
Yeah,
and we could really do without selling our second best striker.
You're struggling against
That's the situation.
I can't get Bim Peppel out of my
Bim
head.
Peppel, that's his name.
Bim Peppel.
Have you Bim Peppel?
I think it's Abraham.
Abraham Peppel.
You don't get strikers in the Premier League called Bim Peppel, do you?
You will in a year or two. You'll get one called exactly that. And he'll be playing for Spurs.
When Spurs come in for him.
We'll pay 200 million for him. I was going to ask you what you're up to for the rest of the year, but we kind of know. But,
I'm missing all the games on Saturday.
Yeah.
I've moved to Devon,
yeah,
and then done a tour every Saturday for a year, and then I've finished the tour, and then I've got a job that works every Saturday in autumn. But come January, I'll be going to Home Park without my uninterested children.
Yeah, very nice indeed.
Maybe taking a game when you're up in Blackpool.
You and Anton.
Yeah,
you and Anton will be down at Home Park.
Anton's a gooner, I think.
Is he?
I think Anton's a big gooner.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Take Craig to Home Park. Take Craig to Home Park.
Craig love Plymouth.
Yeah.
Plymouth v someone. Plymouth v Crawley. Come on, Craig, you'll enjoy this.
Very low marks. Very low marks. 1 out of 10 that'll be. Cheers, Josh.
Let's go.
We got to go.
Happy.
We got to go racing. It's lovely to talk to you.
Go racing. Go racing.
Thank you, Josh. Brilliant. Thank you.
We'll catch up with you soon, Josh. All the best. Thanks a lot.
Lovely to speak to you always. Bye.
There's Josh Widdicombe there. Yeah, footballing Helen with Rob Beckett of the little spin-off of Parents.
We wish him luck on Strictly. He's going to get pelters, Paul, isn't he? He's going to get absolute pelters because people just give pelters whatever.
Yeah.
But, good luck to him. He's a lovely, lovely man.
He certainly is.
And he knows a lot about everything. So
we wish him well with it.
Yes.
We are going racing shortly. We're going to see some cricket. Actually, they're out. They're back.
Oh, they're out. They're playing.
We're going to have a chat with Sam Ellard very shortly, and then we'll head back to York for a race with a bit of a Rugby League, Super League thing. Unfortunately, our Rugby League guest is unable to join us now, Brad O'Neill. Hopefully, we'll catch up with him next week from Wigan Warriors. But, we'll go racing and build up to the start of the cricket finally now the rain has stopped in Leeds. We are here with our very good friends at Toolstation. Only got time for one stop. First stop, Toolstation.
So this summer has gone from bad to worse for Villa. Unai Emery, Morgan Rogers and Yuri Tielemans already gone, of course. And now it looks like Konza, that's the big one, is on his way to the Arsenal. Let's bring in another Gabby, who must be delighted. Gabby the Gunner, who has called us in 03717 223344. Gabby, a very good morning.
Dry your eyes, Gab. I know it's hard to take, but Constance made his mind up. There's plenty more fish in the sea. Dry your eyes, Gab. I know you want to make Constance see how much his pain hurts, but you've got to walk away now. It's over. Sorry, Gab. And Alan, welcome back, sir.
Thanks,
I'm
mate.
so pleased you've got a fit bill of health.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
No, I'm good, Gabby. Thank you very much, mate. I was missing this, so I'm back.
Missing you.
He's not
The
missed
legend
you,
was
mate.
Missing you, Alan.
He ain't missed you, Gabby.
Oh, he always misses me. It's you he doesn't miss, Gab. Come on, bruv.
Can I ask you a question,
Gab in
though?
Essex.
You
Go
know,
on, mate.
spending what you spent again this summer, is the minimum Champions League and Premier League for Arsenal?
Oh, Gab, listen, you've got to always he'd make a great
asking you.
politician, wouldn't he, Alan? He really would make
I'm
a
asking
great
you.
politician.
Are you closer to winning the Champions League with these signings?
I still think we're short of one exceptional striker. I think Osimhen, Alvarez, that's kind of the missing link. It could be enough with Solis and with the guys we've got.
The 150th anniversary test match in Melbourne with Visit Victoria and the Barmy Army.
Yeah, but fantastic competition for you. A trip down under has just landed. Imagine being in Melbourne next March, watching England take on Australia at the 150th test match, completely on us. Thanks to Visit Victoria and the Barmy Army, you and a mate could be winning the ultimate 7-night all-inclusive trip to Melbourne. We're talking return flights, match tickets for all 5 days, an exclusive function with cricket legends, a tour of the Great Ocean Road, and spending money in your pocket. How'd you win all that, Charles?
Well, for your chance to win, you can visit talksportwin.com or text WIN to 83338 by 6 p.m. on the 1st of September 2026. Text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate, or send your name and number by post to Comp2, PO Box 3190, Colchester CO28GP, to arrive by midnight on the 4th of September 2026. 18 plus, UK residents only. For your chance to win, text WIN to 83338 now. This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksportwin.com.
They've finally gone out after a rain-affected morning at Headingley for day 2 of the first test between England and Pakistan. And Sam Allard joins us now. Hello, Sam.
Hi, Sam. Guys, it's so nice to hear both of your voices. I was worried that the rain was going to beat us, but yeah, it's dry at the moment, overcast, and yeah, Ruben Cox to the crease for England.
Oh, very nice.
Wow. Good stuff.
Oh, sorry. I thought. Do you want me to do? Oh, I thought we were going to have a bit of a conversation.
Sorry.
I feel like I've waited.
Nice.
I've waited 4 hours, and that was all I gave you, wasn't it?
What have you done in the 4 hours, Sam?
I just had some breaking news in my ear, which slightly threw me.
Oh, right. Sorry. I didn't hear it in my ear, so I didn't know that was happening. What did you do in the 4 hours? And is it? What do you think is going to? Is it going to swing? Is it overcast? What is it?
Yeah, very overcast, and we saw Mohamed Abbas's first ball swing a lot to Joe Root. It was a full ball that moved away from the right-hander, tried to play drive down the ground and beat him on the outside edge. So these conditions here for Pakistan are good bowling conditions. As I said, overcast, there should be plenty of swing, but England are in a really, really good position. I mean, yesterday was almost a perfect day for England, winning the toss in bowling-friendly conditions and bowling Pakistan out for 171. 2 5-wicket hauls for Robinson and Tongue, and then England with the bat, despite losing Duckett and Gay in quick succession for 15 and 33 respectively, went to the close 2 down. And importantly for England, Joe Root is there, not out on 42. Also a really big opportunity for Jordan Cox as well, playing just a second test match. He's been in and around the test squad for what feels like a long time. He gets his opportunity because Jacob Bethel is injured. There's lots of high I think optimism for him because he's got a really good record with Essex in the county championship. He's got 23, Root's got 42, England 117 for 2, trailing by 54. And Charlie Baker, if you want to know what I've done from 10 o'clock this morning, I watched 3 episodes of Love is Blind. That's how bad the rain today was for me.
It's come to this.
Of all the things.
Yeah.
I know. Of all the things I could have watched on Netflix, I went Love is Blind, which was a remarkable programme. 2 people have already got engaged.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, keep us updated.
Yeah, I will do.
Let's hope it rains again from your point of view.
I'm praying for the rain, Paul, for more Love is Blind.
Love is Blind update.
Thank you.
Sam Ellard.
Thank you, Sam.
Cheers, guys.
So there we are. You can catch Sam's podcast with Faraz Noor. How's that for a pod? And all the cricket chat, everything that's going on in the world of cricket is available. It's on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, the following on podcast reacting to what's going on in this England-Pakistan test with John Norman and Steve Harmison. And you can get that on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel and wherever you get your podcasts. Let's head back, shall we?
Yeah.
I've
got an update.
Very shortly.
I've got a huge update.
A huge update. Yes, lakes in the middle of race courses. There's millions of them, apparently. More on that shortly when we chat to Rupert and Lizzie.
And 2 weeks today, the transfer window closes. Would you anticipate much more business in terms of incomings between now and then?
Well, you can see the league, how unpredictable the league is and the amount of things that can happen on a day. So it's better not to talk too much, be prepared, be open, and hopefully we can wrap up the transfer window in a really positive way.
You were speaking before the Community Shield. You were asked about your long-term future and contract negotiations, and you said there's nothing to worry about, Arsenal fans. Do you see yourself as somebody who can do what the likes of Guardiola and Wenger and Ferguson did and stay at the club for many years and build a dynasty?
I want to do what I'm capable of doing and what is the best for the club. And I feel very, very happy and grateful to be sitting where I am with the people that I work with every single day. And my ambition is to continue this way.
Was it strange at Cardiff on Sunday that you weren't facing Pep Guardiola in the dugout, given that rivalry that's developed and obviously your relationship with him?
It was different. Obviously, I know Enzo really well, but obviously the relationship that I built with Pep when we work with each other, and then the amount of headaches and sweats that he has provided to me over the last 6-7 years to try to catch up to the level and the standards that they set in the league has been an absolute inspiration. I think he's left a benchmark and a mark in this league that it will be history forever, and it made us, I think, all of us better.
Have you had many conversations with him since the end of the season, since you were crowned champions?
I had, and I have due to have an important as well in the next few days, and I'm looking forward to it.
Time to head back to York for our third race of the afternoon. And as we're saying, it's a bit of a rugby league theme to this race. The great Sir Kevin Sinfield setting off on his final challenge for motor neuron disease, and they have named the race in his honour of this event, which is I saw Kevin saying that it's a lovely thing for them to do, to give him a bit of a launch. And yeah, it's a nice thing, Rupert.
Absolutely, and from obviously this is sort of rugby league heartland, and York and the sponsors here, they all feel this would be the right place. And York is very much tries to create that sort of community feel, and doing something like this is part of sort of the York philosophy. So yeah, all to be applauded, and a good race too this should be. A very competitive looking handicap. Just changing the subject slightly. It's been raining, and someone must have picked her hat when thinking it was going to be a lovely sunny day. It's all feathers. Not anymore. It's not. Those feathers have drooped.
Oh no! Is he talking about you, Lizzie, or someone else?
No, I don't have any droopy feathers.
Well, that's good to hear.
It's like when you wore that papier-mâché top hat.
Yes, that was when Rupert. Yeah, that's right. So lakes in the middle of racecourses.
Catterick Racecourse has a lake, a carp lake in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Huntingdon Racecourse has 2 lakes, one of them, Grenville's, being the best carp lake in the country.
Yeah.
Catterick Racecourse, someone else's. Ripon Racecourse has a huge lake within it. I've been jet skiing on it and can confirm it's freezing.
That must throw the jockeys a bit. You're going around the course of someone
at Cheltenham
someone
Racecourse,
on a jet ski.
Ripon and Catterick have lakes, so I mean, loads of people just having a real good go at us, Paul, saying, "You idiots, what do you know?" So I was driving past Musselburgh Racecourse in Scotland.
Yeah,
there's a golf course. Oh yeah, we know a golf course.
The golf where they staged the Open back in the day, but the last horse is going in.
Okay.
If we can get back to
Sorry about that.
And the last horse going in is Hawksbee. Got Bullet Point trying to win this race for a second year running. Valuable handicap, over a mile. Rain returning here to York as they get off to a pretty level break. One of those going forward is Mersky on the far side. Also Yorkshire is leading them on the stand side. They've sort of split across the course. Also right up there is Arctic Dawn, but blazing a trail. Mersky's gone into a 3-length lead in the early on, with in second the Lost King sitting in second. Oisin Murphy on board that one, and then Spellmaster is sitting in third. Then there's a little get back to Check and Challenge. On the inside of that one is Yorkshire. So they're going, Lizzie, certainly Mersky wants to make it a real stamina test over this mile.
Yeah, he's gone off at 37 miles an hour. He's not slowing down as they start to go into the straight.
Well, as they come into the straight here, it's a mile, but he's being freewheeling into the lead, 3 lengths clear of the Lost King and Oisin Murphy. Then in second spot, we have a third spot, the Spellmaster. On the inside of that one in Yorkshire. Also going well, Bullet Point, trying to win this race for a second time, is trying to get closer to our current runaway leader. Oisin Murphy's just saying, right, I need to get a bit closer to that leader, who is still Mersky. And now, though, coming up to challenge upside the long-time leader Mersky is the Lost King, who's going to come from out of the pack. Spellmaster is trying to do exactly that. Another one, Mersky, still holding on. Also coming up is Bullet Point, is also trying to get on this near side. I can see Hawksville also trying to quicken up, but now the Lost King still has the advantage, coming inside the final furlong. 3 lengths lead, but they're ganging up. Also flying is Centigrade, but the Lost King has lost the rest of the field and is coming away to win. The margin is decreasing, probably 3 lengths, but the Lost King was given a good ride there by Oisin Murphy. Bullet Point in second in the end. Just Check on the third, but the Lost King always going well, and basically made a move with about 3 furlongs to go to put the race to bed.
Yeah, and another horse with York form, previous York form, so important. It's turning out 7-1 winner. Won at York last time, bouncing back from what was a poor run at Royal Ascot, but he had a lovely lead with Mersky, who went off too quick, and it meant that he had a horse to aim at. Once he was past him, it was all systems go and nobody could reel him in.
Bullet Point in second, and it looks as if Spellmaster is in third. And our winner, tidy price too, 7-1. And of course, Andrew Balding, the trainer of this, has hopes of winning our big race here this afternoon, because he is saddling the favourite for the Yorkshire Oaks, and that is Kalpana, bidding to follow up his win at Ascot. But the Lost King an easy winner of our third race here.
Back to you for that one later on, guys. Thank you very much. There's Rupert Bowe and Lizzie Kelly up at York, and as they were saying, we've got the Oaks at 3:35. We'll break the birthday spread as well. We'll bring you the first half in around 10 minutes, and then the second half after that big race. But you can watch every race live from the Ebor Festival, only on Racing TV. For this week only, talkSPORT listeners can join Racing TV for just £5 per month for 10 months. That's a 12-month minimum. Terms apply. Head to racingtv.com/Ebor offer now for full details. Time to head to South America for Tim Bickle. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Tim.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks, Tim.
We're not too bad. Endrick to Liverpool. What are you hearing?
Well, it's interesting that we've just been hearing about the victory of the Lost King, haven't we? With, everyone paying tribute to Kevin Keegan this weekend at Liverpool, and also the loss of Mo Salah. Is Endrick going to be an attempt at the found king? Well, we shall see. I have my doubts, not least because, and this is getting a lot of traction in Brazil at the moment, that Liverpool are apparently preparing an offer, big money offer, but the fee that's been reported that Liverpool want to offer is less than Real Madrid paid for him a couple of years ago. Now, he hasn't been a failure at all, and the problem with Real Madrid is he went to a club that didn't need him. But his numbers, even with Real Madrid, aren't bad, and he did very well on loan with Lyon. So there's no way that he can be worth less than he was as an 18-year-old when Real Madrid bought him. So that is, I think, problem number one. How high are Liverpool prepared to go? And would Real Madrid want to sell him to a competitor in the Champions League? But all right, let's look at how this could work. One possible problem is, you know, who one of his idols is. No. This is going to shock you. This is. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Endrick, 20 years of age. One of his idols is Bobby Charlton.
Really?
Bobby, yes, Bobby Charlton. You remember he scored a goal for Brazil. He scored the winner against England at Wembley just over 2 years ago, in March of and he was saying, talking to the Brazilian media afterwards, I'm delighted to have scored a goal in the place where the very stadium where Bobby Charlton shone. You know, so he's a Bobby Charlton idol. Which I don't. Is that going to go down well with the Carpignani Road faithful? I don't know. He is a wonderfully talented player. Really, really good player. But he does suffer, I think, a little bit from a question which I think affects a lot of players in his position, which is, what exactly is position? Can we go back to Kevin Keegan? Toshak and Keegan. You know where you stood with the old 4-4-2. You've got a big man in a little man, and little man is a second striker. I think ideally he is probably that second striker. But a lot of these newfangled modern day formations, it's quite hard for that old second striker in a 4-4-2 to kind of define himself. And if you play just one up, then can he be the 9? That's what he wants to be, really, the 9, the centre forward. But he's only a little guy. Can he really do that? I know Leon used him. He's left-footed. Leon used him wide right, cutting in, which would be a kind of Salah role. I'm not sure he's entirely a natural for that. Certainly, if you think he's going to get back and defend defensively, then that's something that didn't work for Brazil when they pushed him there after Neymar came on against Norway, and that's where they lost the game. But there's part of me that would love to see this happen, because I just think it's a shame that he went to Real Madrid, a club that just didn't need him. You know, they bought him at a time when they just bought Mbappe. And fitting in Mbappe and Vinny Jr. has been hard enough. Fitting in Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Rodrigo and Endrick has just proved too hard. So it's a case of stockpiling. So I'd love to see him go somewhere where he can get a regular game and ahead of steam, because the talent is extraordinary. But there are reasons, especially the amount of money that Liverpool are reported to be offering. There are reasons to believe that this at the moment is a long shot.
And we'll keep an eye on that, see what happens. Now, we spoke about Memphis Depay, the Dutch forward, last week, and I was brought up the story of how he felt very let down by Corinthians, the team he plays for now in Brazil. But there's been a twist, hasn't there?
Yes, he's not a pinball wizard, but there has to be a twist. And oh, what a twist we've had, because this time last week it was all over. It was all over. Corinthians just simply couldn't afford him. It was all over. And so they offered him a contract, a renewal on his contract. And then Corinthians had said, you know what, we can't do this. Can't the win? You can't have it. You can't have it. I know we promised it, but you can't have it. Since then, he's very popular with the supporters. Memphis Depay. He knows. Not only is he a very good player, he knows the buttons to push with the Corinthians fans. And the president of Corinthians, whose name ironically is Stabile, you will see how his position is not even vaguely stable. He started to come under pressure from fans and so on. And Stabile has said, fans would meet him in the street and just open out the coat, and there's a revolver there.
Oh, blimey!
He said he saw a revolver.
Wow!
And he saw a knife.
Oh dear!
Yes. How to make friends and influence people.
God.
Let's make him an offer he can't refuse. And so, Memphis Depay's people got in touch, and they got around the table, and Depay is willing to give up more than £2 million. It just shows how much he's on and how much they're paying him. So he was willing to be flexible. So the president there, Stabile, he didn't want to take this decision on his own. So he took it to the board of advisors. There's 12 of them, which doesn't really help very much. They voted 6-6 on whether to give him this new deal or not. The president of this board had the casting vote, and they've decided to keep him on. So he stays a Corinthians player. And there's so much pressure on tonight. They're not going to win the league. They're already out of the Brazilian Cup, which is big money. But tonight, second leg of the knockout round of our Champions League, the Libertadores, they're up against Rosario Central of Angel Di Maria. First leg in Argentina, 0-0. Second leg back in Sao Paulo. Depay, he's not going to be fit enough to play the whole thing, but he's certainly going to come off the bench, even if it's kind of El Cid type morale booster, and he's not fit enough to do a lot. But it will inflame the stadium. But there are concerns that Corinthians are paying more than they can possibly afford. But different from what we said this time last week, Depay remains a Corinthians player.
Wow, what a shocking story.
It really is.
And just a quick one on you would mention your Champions League. You said there's a Southampton connection to it tonight, or in the competition.
Yeah, there is. It looks like it's going to be Brazil dominated again, as it has been year after year after year. The biggest threat maybe is Estudiantes of Argentina. The big centre forward, Southampton fans may not remember him with a great deal of affection, Guido Carrillo, who cut quite a lumbering figure in his brief journée in the Premier League. But he's a handful, and he got 2 goals when they won 3-0 away against Chilean opposition. So at the moment, it looks like Brazil against a former Southampton striker in South America's Champions League. Does that sound like a mismatch to you?
Cheers, Tim. We'll catch up with you next week.
Tim.
Look forward to it. Cheers.
There we are. There's Tim Vickery, our South American correspondent. So, still to come, we've got a birthday spread. We're splitting the birthday spread around our feature race this afternoon. But Andy and Jeff will be up very shortly, and we'll get that underway. Hopefully you can plough along at home and rejoin us for the second half. We should have a half-time show. Well, Rupert and Lizzie will be the half-time
that'd be
show.
nice.
Live racing.
I hear they mime it. They're going to be miming.
So that's all coming up. We're here, as always, with Tool Station. First stop, Tool Station.
I put it on silent and plane mode the whole time I was on holiday.
Good lad. I did
time.
message you and you pied me.
Well,
I was like, it's fine.
Well, I didn't get it.
Fine.
I didn't get the message.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm back now, right?
Yeah.
And I got a little surprise for you.
Oh, you got me a present.
I've got you a little prize.
What you got me?
I've got you.
What you got me? Ah! He's got me a Jason Cundy Tottenham shirt.
There you go, mate. You wanted one.
Is this official your shirt?
That's the official,
This
right?
is a match-worn shirt.
It's a match, well, probably match on the bench.
That's amazing.
I've got a little Sharpie here, mate, and I'm going to sign it in the break.
I want you to sign it. We have to come up with something. What are we going to put on it?
Dear numbnuts.
And that's amazing. Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It's in my mum and dad's house.
That's so good.
There you
That's
go.
fully fledged. This is proper Premier League.
Yeah.
That's,
there you go,
thank you, mate.
That's
That's
all
going to
right,
go
see?
up on the wall. I
Is it?
didn't get you anything.
That's all right.
So, sorry. I didn't think we were exchanging presents.
Well, no, it's fine. You asked. You did say to me, if I find one, can I have it? And there you go, mate.
You found it. Well done.
Found it, matey.
That's so good.
There you go.
Fits as well.
Fits. Excellent.
I love the old shirts because they're all massive.
Yeah.
So I can get that on.
Do you want me to sign it? You're going to stick it on your wall? You're going to.
Yeah. Of course I want you.
When Spurs play, you might wear it, Jay.
No. Yeah. What's number 26?
No, I got bumped out, didn't I? Jurgen Klinsmann took me 18.
Yeah, and that's Ledley King's number as well, isn't it? Literally, Cundy's the worst player to wear number 26 for Spurs.
Just to let you know, they've been playing now for about just over half an hour at Headingley after that rain delay this morning. England have moved on to 139 for 2. They trail by 32 runs. It's time for the birthday spread. And it's a simple game, 10 birthdays from this week. Andy has collated them, got a little bit of a gag on each one. We have to guess how old they are. A margin of error will build with our guesses. It's bound to. We can't get them all right unless we really cheat. And the one with the lowest margin of error is the winner. It's as simple as that. You could call it Gauge the Age. It's actually a better title than the birthday spread. But what can you do?
No, because you build up a spread, don't you, Paul?
I suppose you do, yeah.
Better,
yeah, I guess. Good afternoon, Andy.
Good afternoon, boys. And Jeff's tried to influence me this week.
Oh, I see. He's an influencer.
Yes, he wanted me to put in Jamie Cullum. Just for one reason. For one reason only.
Michael Bublé, Nora Jones, Jamie Cullum.
Katie Melua.
Amazing performance. Thank you very much indeed, Jamie Cullum. Nora Jones. Good night.
Have you put him in?
Is he in?
No, okay, fair enough. Good afternoon, Jeff.
Jamie Cullum, Nora Jones,
Yeah.
Michael Bublé.
Yeah, that's it.
Jamie Cullum is
The Holy
47
Trinity.
today. Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Yes.
And a quick happy birthday to one of our listeners, Ollie Garrard. He's 24. He doesn't know many of the names or references or the in-jokes, but he sets his alarm because he loves the chaos and the laughs.
Oh, wow.
Ollie Garrard, I'd say 26.
Yeah, I think he said 24, didn't you actually?
I did
give
say
the
24.
2 out, there we are.
Yeah. See, if I was listening, you weren't. That's half the battle.
Cheating.
So Charlie won. Charlie won last week, back to back. So
I
he's
know,
going for
yeah.
the three-peat. And after losing the first 8 spreads this year, Charlie has won 7 of the last 11.
What a player.
7 in a row.
What a player. The people's favourite.
Let's get underway in this split birthday spread.
Not Sue's favourite.
And not Sue's favourite.
No.
Here we go then.
No.
No. Okay,
no.
Yes.
We get underway with the newscaster, Sir Trevor McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
Finally.
And he loves to get dressed up for awards dinners, wearing dressy, showy clothes and jewels. It's always great to see Sir Trevor in all his glory and finery.
Ah, nice.
I like that.
Don't do the joke you're thinking of, Charlie.
I didn't do any. I didn't think of any joke.
Okay.
I didn't any joke.
I'd say it's you. Sorry, Charlie, you won. You go first.
Oh, yeah, I
don't you?
won. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Trevor McDonald.
Yeah.
82.
It's got to be like 83.
87.
Wow. And finally. So
a duck has been wearing a hat.
Yeah. Water skiing.
Well, McDonald's
You're working.
Yeah, go on.
Well, McDonald's loving it because you both underclubbed on that one.
Ah.
Paul 4 out, Charlie 5 out.
Okay.
That was trying to be a topper there, Andy.
That was.
The
It's a
topper,
good one.
score topper. I quite
Score
liked it.
topper.
Birthday
Yes.
number 2.
Topper Peters.
Okay, it's the singer-songwriter and presenter on the piano. I love the piano.
Yeah.
It's Mika.
Oh, yeah.
And we're so close that I've written him into my will. I've left him the contents of my garden. Yes, Mika shall inherit the earth.
Okay, oh, that's good.
Very good.
How if you got £1 for everybody who went to a Mika concert and shouted, Grace Kelly! You'd be doing all right, wouldn't you? He really gets fed up with it. Does he do it at the end or does he do it in the middle? When does he do it?
When
does he do it?
Maybe he doesn't do it. What if he doesn't do it?
End.
Well, if he doesn't do it, you're walking out, aren't you?
Well, too late. You bought a ticket. Bad luck.
Mika, 46. Yeah, he was quite a young guy when he was big. Too young. Yeah,
I think too old.
I haven't watched the piano. 46.
What am I 2 behind? 44.
43.
Oh, well played, Charlie.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. Mika.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Charlie is now in the lead. So the scores are 6-7.
6-7.
6-7.
Okay.
One for the teenagers trying to get a younger audience.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's good.
6-7.
24-year-old will like that.
He will.
Birthday number 3.
It's the Princess Royal, Princess Anne.
Oh, yeah.
I love Princess Anne.
We all do. Everyone's favourite royal. And I heard there's a rumour, though. Her Royal Highness has just signed a deal with Brillo pads.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently they're sponsoring her hair.
Yeah. And he's always... Yeah.
She has got. She had the same. It's like a hat of hair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brillo.
What do you think, Princess
She's
Anne?
stuck with it, isn't she? She's stuck with the
Oh,
style.
yeah. She's seen it. Yeah.
She knows her brand.
She does.
Princess Anne.
Birthday number
Olympian,
3.
of
I hope
course.
she's not listening in the back of a limousine.
Loves the spread.
No, it's
She
bad.
loves the
isn't it?
spread.
Mom.
She
Mom.
Who is this Jacobs who is mocking my hair?
Yeah.
She'll be listening to Gauge the Age.
She loves Gauge the Age.
Yeah. What's
Mike,
gauge the age?
next time you have Mike Tyndall on, just remind him what Andy said.
Yes.
Your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law.
Yeah. But Princess Anne.
30 happy years. Then we met each other.
Yes.
How old's Princess Anne?
Well,
That's the game, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
game.
What do you reckon?
That's the game. Happy birthday.
You got to gauge the age. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a better title.
It is better.
It is better, I agree.
Fair play to Anthony.
That's why they are what. That's
The
why
problem
they're
is I
where
can't
they are.
gauge the age.
No, okay.
Gauge the age.
Well, just guess the age, he said.
Princess Anne is 74.
Okay, I'd say 76.
She is, in fact, 76.
Oh,
Standard.
It's terrible.
Thank you, Mum.
Did you see that from Paul? Oh, let me think. Let me just have a think. Let me just try and work it out.
Game, isn't it?
Carry the
Well,
one.
I haven't.
What did it say in the Evening Herald this morning? That's what you're. Evening Herald! Standard!
So much time to think because you.
What a cheat! Incredible cheating!
What's the scores, Jeff?
Lance Armstrong looking on, shaking his head.
53.
He's Paul 7, Charlie 8.
And on a royal as well, Paul. You're a disgrace.
Keeps me out the tower. Birthday number 4, Andy.
Birthday number 4, the fine actor Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer
Lawrence.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
And the Saudi club, actually, Al Hilal, wanted to make Jennifer the club president, but she didn't fancy being Lawrence of Arabia. So.
Jennifer Lawrence of Arabia.
Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So she's.
Yeah. And what
I mean, she looks very young.
What did it say in The Guardian this morning?
She's been around for a long time, isn't she? She's made a lot of films. I'd go for
Banbury cake. What did it say in there?
42. I want to go 42.
Cake and a double spread.
Cake, but it said in the Banbury cake. I think it was different to the
Yeah.
Evening
They
Standard.
may have got her age wrong in one of the papers. 42 I've gone, Charlie.
Express and echoing.
What have you gone?
Next, what did it say there? I can't remember.
Come on.
44.
36.
36.
Oh, sorry.
Rubbish.
Much
Paul.
younger,
Rubbish.
really.
Paul.
Sorry, Jen.
Terrible.
If you're listening.
If you're listening.
So,
Sorry, Jen.
Paul 6
Sorry,
out onto
Jen.
13. Charlie 8 out onto 16. So Paul is in the lead by 3. And I saw Jennifer's dad actually last December. I went,
Did you?
Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. And what did he
Yeah,
say?
Very good.
Yeah.
And then what?
I don't think it really happened.
Oh, wait, I was a set of
Play on words for the.
okay.
Yeah.
For a what is that? Is that a film? Is it?
It is.
Oh, very good film.
it's,
Yeah,
Oh,
brilliant
is it?
music.
You know,
as
you
well.
probably know the theme, don't you?
Down,
Richie,
down, 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 down.
Richie Sakamoto, David Silver.
The boy Sakamoto.
Yeah.
Hello,
no.
Sakamoto.
David Bowie was in it.
Was he?
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Birthday
He was
number
the
5.
star, man.
To take
Hello,
us-
John got a new Sakamoto.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, come on.
right.
We'll have to wait for his birthday, won't you?
Yeah,
okay.
I will. It's the presenter of Mastermind and BBC Radio 4's Today, John Humphreys.
John Humphreys, not anymore, is it?
Yeah, John Humphreys.
No, I'll
He's quite
never
bitter,
forget-
isn't he? He's quite bitter, John.
He says
Yeah.
it's gone really downhill.
Yeah, okay.
I like him though because I'll
All
never
right.
forget him calling to console me after I'd failed all my A levels. He said I could still be a success. It must run in the family.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I know.
Ryuichi Sakamoto's birthday was March the 28th.
Oh, okay.
Was.
I'll make a note of it then.
Okay, right.
Sakamoto.
Was.
Yeah, okay.
Was.
It was. So his birthday?
Two different versions, shall we say?
It's John Humphreys. John Humphreys is... Charlie, you go first. How old's John Humphreys?
How old's John Humphreys? 81.
Is he that old?
That's too old, Paul. That's too
I
old.
was going to go...
I've gone too old.
No, I was only going to go... I was going to go about 77.
Oh, yeah. What did it say in the
77?
Banbury cake?
Is that what you're saying? 77?
Yeah.
Oh no, 83.
Wow, really? Blimey.
What a player.
Well, we're going to half-time with the scores. It's delicately poised, Jeff, isn't it?
It is. Paul 6 out on that guess, so he moves on to 19. Charlie 2 out onto 18. So Charlie in the lead by 1 at halfway.
What a
I
ding
took my wife to see a composer the other night.
Now,
Sakamoto, well, it was her birthday.
That is ridiculous.
you can't resist it, can you?
Doesn't mean anything, though.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean
It
anything
just
at all.
sounds
That
bad.
just sounds like a joke.
It does.
At least Jeff does real jokes.
You know, real jokes, they make sense. Mine don't even make sense.
You say something and you laugh. I mean, any idiot can do that.
You come and see me
Paul,
on
did you,
tour.
Paul, did
My
you
new
just say
tour.
at least Jeff does real jokes?
Yeah,
did
you do.
just say that?
There
Can we
is
clip that up?
I mean, they're not very good, but that's not the point. They are real jokes. There's a beginning, middle, and an end. There's a punchline.
If you like people saying something and then laughing at themselves, do come to my tour.
yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah. So second half, the other side of the race. But do let us know how you're getting on. talksport.com/H&J. Text to 81089. Tweet to TSH&J. But we go back to York for the big feature race of the afternoon very shortly with Rupert and Lizzie.
The man to your left was in Seattle, Miami, Houston, LA. He was all over the place. He was. He is Danny Murphy. And he was magnificent, particularly when you consider that one comment during commentary and he went viral.
You used to have a cat called Bob. The game's not that bad. Yeah, he jumped in the back of a Royal Mail van and we lost him.
We have a double substitution for Norway.
Sad, really.
Alexander
Anyway.
is being replaced by number 22.
Now, you were talking about Bob the cat. Yeah. Tell us about Bob the cat, because by God, everybody went crazy when they heard that.
Well, firstly, it's nice to be appreciated, isn't it, for the good analysis and all the hard work I've done on the teams, the formations, the players, the hours of effort you dedicate to your job. No, it was just one of those things that the game wasn't very good. We were chatting away. Oscar Bob came off the bench and it just came out, and then it went on and on. The
Bob the cat. Why have you never shared this with me and Simon in the many hours that we share together?
Well, because I've got you two on a pedestal of being intellectual, sophisticated men. Well, at least one of you.
I was going to say.
So I didn't think that'd be a topic that you'd be interested in. But no, it was good fun.
Yeah.
Good fun. I think it's nice.
I don't like cats.
Do you not? No. That doesn't surprise me. Why don't you like cats?
I've never liked cats. I like dogs.
You don't like people.
Life after football. For a lot of players, it means going into punditry. Some turn to coaching or working in the game in other ways. But what about the rest? Some former footballers turn their sights away from the game, and there are a few big surprises. First up, from rainbow flicks to pancake flips. Ex-Chelsea and Southampton defender Ken Monku switched up his footballing career to buy a Dutch pancake house. Next, Everton legend Thomas Gravesen swapped out the high stakes of the Premier League for those of the poker room. Turned out the Danish international was pretty darn good at poker. He racked up a reported £100 million from his Las Vegas adventures. Remember former Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech? Turns out football nets weren't the only goals he was pretty handy in front of. After retirement, he became a goaltender in ice hockey. Same skills, very different surface. It's not all glamour for ex-pros, though. 1966 World Cup winner Ray Wilson set up a very different kind of business. He became an undertaker after he retired. Finally, not many people can say they've won both a World Cup and starred in an Oscar-winning film. In fact, there's only one person in the entire world who can say that. Frank Leboeuf had already begun acting on the side while he was playing football, and his biggest role came some years after his retirement when he landed the part of a doctor in the Stephen Hawking biopic The Theory of Everything. To be honest, with all the dramatic diving in the game these days, there's probably tons of ex-pros who've got the acting skills to make it in Hollywood.
Second half of the birthday spread to come after our feature race of the afternoon. We head back to York. That's Rupert Bell and Lizzie Kelly, our commentary team. It's the Yorkshire Oaks. Good afternoon. Good afternoon again, guys. Hello there.
Good afternoon.
It's getting colder.
Yeah. Oh, is it getting colder? Is it? Have you brought the overcoat, Rupert? What have you got on today? No, okay, oh dear.
No, I've got a tweed number on, but it's not thick enough.
Princess Anne's birthday this week. Just discovered in the birthday spread.
You must
friend of yours, Rupert.
You must have met Princess Anne, Rupert.
I have. I presented her an award.
Oh, what was that? Not Rear of the Year, was it? What was it?
I went with one wit.
Oh,
you went with Rear of the Year.
I don't know. I don't know what she's. I'm just asking the question.
She's actually about 4 foot tall, but the rest is hair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I gave her the British Equestrian Media. What am I chairman of? The British Equestrian Media Association
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Lifetime Achievement Award
Good to
at
know
the
you take
London
it so
International
seriously.
Horse Show in 2024. There you go.
Oh, well,
so I
fantastic.
have met her.
Have you met her, Lizzie?
So,
Lizzie,
No,
friends
no,
with
I
her.
haven't,
Okay.
no.
You'd be
That was a rather short anecdote, wasn't it? Yeah.
not met her.
Not met her.
Loves the racing though, and a good rider by all accounts.
Oh, yeah.
well, she was a European champion.
Exactly.
He
That's
was,
what
yeah,
I
of course
mean,
he was.
Rupert. I wasn't being facetious.
Come on,
Anyway,
Anne. That's what they
Anyway.
commented. Raymond Brooks Wald
really?
shouted,
Come
"Come
on.
on, Anne!"
Oh, first name,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not princess.
Anyway, they're loading in the Yorkshire
Sorry.
Oaks, so they're nearly all in.
Oh, blimey.
They're off to time almost. This is a cracking renewal. Kalpana trying to back up her win in the King George, and Minnie Hawk trying to win the race back to back, which is a very rare achievement in this particular race. But I think it looks an interesting one. I'm not, Lizzie, who are you going for?
I am going to stick with Kalpana. She ran such a good race in the King George at Ascot last time. That was probably her crowning moment, and it'll be really interesting to see if she can back that up today. A tricky little race, she's giving away plenty of weight.
Yeah, Minnie Hawk is the horse trying to defend her crown. There's some really talented 3-year-olds, including Johanna Walsh, amongst those, the Irish Oaks winners, and they're off and running quickly into the stride. Earthshot gets into a prominent position. Johanna Walsh is right up there on the pacemaker in this race is Sugar Island, who's been urged on now to set a strong early pace over this 1.5 mile trip on the Naves Mile. So Sugar Island leads. On the outside of that one is Earthshot. On the inside, Johanna Walsh. Wide on the outside of that one is Sparran Newer, another of the Irish Raiders. Then sitting in fifth spot is Tati Karam. On the outside of that one is Inish Moore, and going along nicely, looking towards the rear of the field, we've got Kalpana and Minnie Hawk, and also towards the rear Legacy Link. So at the moment, a strong pace being set by Sugar Island, who leads by 6 lengths, but there's no surprise here, and obviously we would expect Sugar Island to come back to the field.
Yes, and Joanna Walsh is just not wanting to get too close to her. She's going at 36 miles an hour. Earthshot underneath James Doyle travelling along nicely, and our Kalpana, she's about 3/4 of the way back, travelling nicely.
Yep, so they start to make the turn out of the straight. There's a large wooded area just as they make the turn just outside the racecourse, but Sugar Island has extended her lead now to about 10, maybe 12 lengths. She's gone off very fast now. She's continuing to make that turn. Johanna Walsh and his jockey haven't pressed the panic button, and neither has James Doyle on Earthshot. On the inside of that one is Tati Karam, looking for the favourite Kalpana. Well, she's starting to get a little closer now. She's moving on the outside. But Ronan Whelan is going to try and keep Sugar Island up to her task. She's maybe 10, 15 lengths. They've got about 4 furlongs to go. So has the bird flown here? That just might be the question, because there's still a lot of ground to make up. Earthshot, and now Kalpana is trying to is in the leading group, but Sugar Island is starting to mark time now, so maybe the panic's over for the chasing pack, and Kalpana is leading that chasing pack. Johanna Walsh and is trying to get closer, wide on the outside, Minnie Hawk, but still Sugar Island. She is marking time. Kalpana is coming up sides her now with a furlong to go, and Kalpana has gone into the lead. She looks as if she could follow her, but Sparran Newer may be the danger with Minnie Hawk, and labouring out in front is the favourite Kalpana. Has she got the braveness to hold on? Sparran Newer may pull off a big surprise here. Sparran Newer is getting to her. I think Sparran Newer has indeed pulled off a big shock here, because labouring out in front, Kalpana, she just couldn't keep going. She looked as if she'd got the race won, but Ross Orion on the Jim Bolger trained Sparran Newer, I think, has grabbed it on the line, or have I got it wrong? Oh, wow, Lizzie, over to you. Who's won it?
There's a photo, obviously, but I think Kalpana has just kept her nostrils in front, and I mean just.
Ooh.
Because before and after the line, I'd say that Sparran Newer is the horse that's won, but I think on the line, I mean, it's really
Here it comes.
Number 1.
She has held on.
She has.
Held on.
What
It was
a brave horse.
Oh, she looked as if she was just marking time and had running on empty. And Sparranua, well, had swept forward, but another yard. Sparranua won it, but Kalpana, it looks absolutely shattered after that. She put in such a good race to win the King George. This is a terrific achievement. Colin Keane, but the line came just in time.
Yeah, and I'd say she's had to do all of the donkey work. She's had to be really brave and really tough there, because Colin Keane was the first person. He was the last off the bridle, but he was the first person to try and reel in Sugar Island, and she had no company whatsoever. It was, you know, the second was trying to reel her in. She was a little bit wandering all over the place, but she's had to do that all by herself. That was a seriously brave performance.
Well, the line came just in time, but a terrific contest then for our final race of the day here on talkSPORT, the Yorkshire Oaks. Drama in the dying stages of that race.
Yeah, very exciting into the race. Kind of crisp red rum vibes, the way that was run. So, what's on the social calendar tonight, Lizzie? Where are you taking Rupert out?
Well, this is really exciting, actually, because we're going to our annual visit to the tapas bar.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Which is really good. We've got some talkSPORT 2 people coming along with us. So it's a little bit of an end of season party. We've got Neil the wine tipster coming along.
The drunk tipster.
Yeah.
The drunk tipster.
Yeah,
yeah, and Tony McCormick. So it's going to be really good fun.
It's like the end of season party. Lovely.
Yeah.
It is, because this is our last live gig of the year.
Oh, yeah.
So we go and have a big night out in York. Management, please be aware.
Yeah.
So please sign off. Okay. Liam.
It's team building.
Yeah, they've earned it. They
Really
deserve it.
important.
Yeah. You'll be fit for nothing tomorrow, Rupert.
At the end.
You'll sound like Tom Waits for the first race.
Neil normally brings a steak pie when he comes to Cheltenham. Will you have a steak pie with him at all?
Not to the tapas.
Not to the tapas.
The tapas bar. Well, have a lovely evening.
No, he is bringing pies tomorrow.
Some lovely.
That's all pies tomorrow.
We'll have tomorrow. We'll have the full debrief then. We'll get all the war stories. You write everything down, Lizzie, so you don't forget. And we'll
It's
catch.
all going to be live streamed.
Okay.
It's on talkSPORT too.
Yeah, it is. It sounds like, yeah. Well, they've had worse. Thanks, guys. See you later. That's Rupert Bell and Lizzie Kelly there. And if you're going out for tapas in York tonight, it's the Premier Tapas Bar in York. Look out for them. And if Rupert kicks off, just call the police. You can watch every race live from the York Ebor Festival, only on Racing TV. For this week, for this week only, talkSPORT listeners can join Racing TV for just £5 per month for 10 months. 12-month minimum terms apply. Head to racingtv.com/Ebor offer. That's EBOR, of course. So therefore, you're taking an offer out to watch wall-to-wall racing. You'll know how to spell Ebor. That's for the full details. Back to Andy and Jeffrey shortly for the second half of the birthday spread. Let's check in with Sam Ellard, watching England play Pakistan in the first test.
Yeah, Jordan Cox and Joe Root looking relatively untroubled here, Paul, as England get closer to Pakistan's first innings score. It's 151 for 2, trailing now by just 20. Root and Cox showing a lot more aggression and a bit more intent to try and score more quicker today than yesterday. Nothing too reckless, though, at the moment, which is good. Karim Shahzad conceded 4 boundaries in 1 over to Cox. 3 perfectly timed shots, punishing some wayward lines and lengths from the Pakistan bowler. The other, a less convincing edge, but Cox has got 47, Root's got 46. Pakistan in some danger here. They need a wicket badly. England going along very nicely. 151 for 2, trailing now by just 20 runs.
Thanks very much, Sam. Sam Allard there, keeping us in touch throughout the afternoon. It's a drive special this afternoon, looking ahead to the start of the Premier League. Let's hear from Mikel Arteta. He's been chatting to the press ahead of their game against Cov tomorrow night, the first game of the season. He talks about his squad and whether he expects Miles Lewis-Skelly to remain at the club.
That's something that we are working on with every individual to understand, because I would like to have the squad as big as possible, because we know what we are fighting for, how long this is, and we learn again from the past, especially last year when we got in some difficulties, especially when we have 2 or 3 injuries in the same area of the pitch. So the deeper squad that we have, the better. We have to manage that.
But the players have to feel important and value, and in order to do that, they need to play minutes.
More definitively, are you confident you'll be an Arsenal player come the end of the transfer window?
100%.
There we are. You'll hear more of that press conference with Mikel Arteta in that launch special for the Premier League with Andy Goldstein and Darren Bent coming up shortly. Before that, though, we'll get the second half of the birthday spread. We're here, as always, with our very good friends at Tool Station. First stop, Tool Station.
Danny, when you look at it, United in that fairly congested midfield area, say Baliba comes through the door, Tielemans is there, Santos, Mainu, Bruno Fernandes. Well, it's going to be a mighty old force in midfield, is it not?
It looks a very strong group of players, all giving little different parts of what you want. A far cry, really, from what we've seen over the last couple of years. United struggling in midfield areas. And I think we're talking about one of the biggest clubs in the world. They'll be looking to try and compete for the Premier League and the Champions League in the next couple of years. Of course they will. That's the aim of a club like Manchester United. So you need at least 5, when you think about it, in the middle of the park, who are going to be pushing each other, especially if they play a 3. You know, Bruno's probably the one standout, you say, in all the big games he's going to play. Yeah. He's got great durability anyway, and he's the match, the game changer, the match winner, the creative force, the goals. I would imagine for me, out of the others, Santos, Baliba, both young lads, both got more to come. Tielemans is more rounded, more ready to take that on. I think Tielemans has
Where's it leave Mainu? A lot of people asking me to ask you that. Well, and what's your ideal starting 3?
I think that would depend a lot on where they're at when they come in and how they adapt to the pressure and expectation of being at Man United, because that's never easy. I think initially he might go Tielemans, Bruno and Mainu, because Mainu knows what the manager wants already. I think Baliba will become one of the main men. .50 up for both England's batsmen out in the middle at the moment. Joe Root and Jordan Cox. Fine work by the fellas. England going pretty well. I shouldn't have said that. I'd probably bot them now.
Anyway, let's get underway. The second half of the birthday spread. How's the talkSPORT listener?
Yes. Hi, boys. I never miss a spread, but first, I've had a chance to play. I'm on 24. Love it. Best part of the week. That's Keith in sunny Sussex. Yeah. Carson says, thank goodness we've delayed the kids' game. Yeah, very good. I'm so pleased the funniest men on radio are still doing the funniest feature on radio.
Oh, blimey.
You've even let Charlie be involved too. That's nice. That's from Andy, the Chelsea fan. Andy, the Chelsea fan. Is that you, Andy, sending that in? That's nice. Mark from Torrington. I'm touring to Torrington, actually. Mark, if you want to come and see me on tour, plenty of tickets available. You're on 6, all ending teams.
Wow,
in the
that's
second
brilliant.
half. Yeah, very good. Neil, the Villa fan, was on 8 after 4, now on 39. It's a stupid game. I'm blaming John Humphreys.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see how we might look on Gauge the Age.
There it is, Gauge the Age. You both look ever so good.
Andy's looking quite tall. He's obviously standing on a box in Gauge the Age.
Thanks.
Let's get underway with the second half then. I'll lead us off. Andy.
How do you get 39 out on John Humphreys? That's not possible, is it? Incredible. Anyway, it's the actress. She was in Macmillan and Wife, a series in the 70s with Rock Hudson.
Yeah.
Susan St. James.
Yeah.
Susan St. James. Susan loves children, actually. And I remember when the kids were young, we'd use the public playground Susan had paid for.
Yeah.
We loved a trip to St. James's Park.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice.
She's got to be getting on now, Susan St. James. 83.
With respect.
Yeah. I mean, beautiful. As Alan would say.
You're listening, Susan.
She was
It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
What was she in? What was she in?
Macmillan and Wife and Rock Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rock Hudson.
Good series.
Yeah. Leave it, Charlie.
Macmillan and Wife.
Yeah.
Rock Hudson.
Yeah.
You can see a slight problem with the
Problem
form.
there.
We didn't talk about it then. So
Different time.
So
Very much so, yeah.
how old is Susan St. James?
84.
Beard and wife. Okay, no, Macmillan and beard.
Yes.
Anyway, carry on.
83,
84 and 83 and 84.
Yeah. Go on then.
80.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Sorry, Susan,
okay.
if you're listening. Her and Jennifer Lawrence get together and listen every day.
Susan.
Yeah.
Susan's listening to this. I'll give you a grand.
Rock Hudson, if you're listening.
Yeah.
So Paul is 3 out.
Two different stories.
Charlie is 4 out.
Yeah.
It's 22 all.
22 all. Okay.
Nice.
On to birthday number 7, and Charlie leads us off.
Okay.
This whole section has become in-jokes.
Yes, it's
remarks.
terrible.
Well, stop it.
Let's just stop playing it.
Stop it.
Yeah. Anyway, it is the squash champion,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa Opie. Lisa Opie.
Oh, yeah, Lisa Opie.
And we were filming on location in Italy, actually, and I'll never forget the looks I got from the local bakery when I ordered some items for the team. We all had panettone, except for Lisa. Her order was Opie 1 cannoli.
Wow. That's quite good.
That is very good.
That is very good, yeah.
Thank you.
Is she a current squash champion, Andy?
Am I allowed to say that?
Well, I mean, not really. I mean, I don't...
Squash champion Lisa Opie. I mean, am I supposed...
Yeah. I mean, not in Victorian times, that sort of thing.
Well, I think this feels like a bit of cheating.
No,
I've won the
I mean,
last.
you
I've
can
won the
if-
last
you
two.
can if
Paul
you
obviously
like.
knows.
Oh, shall I say?
No, I don't want you to. Don't go against.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know how old she is. I don't know.
Nor
who
do
she
I.
is.
I mean,
You do.
I don't.
Do you? And watch Paul now. Get it spot on.
You'll find out.
No Opie.
Eldridges.
Quick. Yeah, quick. Look at the time.
Come on.
People get genuinely stressed when you're going, quick, come on, we've got...
Well, I've got the producer in my ear saying you've got 5
People
minutes.
say to me,
5
why don't you
minutes.
play it like at the start of the show?
Yeah.
So Paul doesn't have to whiz.
That's a very good
I have to
point.
keep on time. I've got
I
a
don't
10
know
count in
who
my
she
ear.
is or what she is or how old she is. I'm going to say 53.
I bet you've made her feel special on her birthday.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Really? Tremendous.
I know the name, but I can't remember when the era was.
No.
Because it feels like it's... Yeah, I'm sorry, Lisa.
Better say be close to me.
I'm going to go 44.
63.
Oh, see what I mean?
Wow.
Oh, in trouble.
So
That
I'm a
one
cheat,
wasn't in
am
the
I, Charlie?
cake, was it?
What's the scores, Jeff?
It's Paul 19 out onto 41,
Wow.
and Charlie was 10 out onto 32. But you're both massively underclubbed on her birthday, so you've kind of done her a favour, haven't you?
Yeah,
Saying
yeah,
she looks
sorry.
younger, even though you don't know who she is.
Yeah. The grand old Opie, as we call her.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Good.
Opie, Opie,
Oh, yeah, sorry. So,
quite addictive.
Anyway.
I'm next. Yeah.
Quite addictive guessing her name.
I get it.
Opie,
Yeah,
It's the
we're
diver
with
and
you,
gold
Charlie.
medalist from the Commonwealth Games of 2014. Let's give you a bit of a clue there. It's Rebecca Gallantry. Rebecca Gallantry.
Okay.
And
Gallantry,
it was quite sad, actually, when she won the gold, because after the event, she suffered an attack of vertigo, and I had to accept it on her behalf. I felt a right fraud being awarded a medal for gallantry.
Nice. Yeah.
Very nice.
And what were your years again, Andy? Just remind me.
2014 Commonwealth Games gold medalist.
Okay. 31.
36.
42.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Charlie, you're flying, aren't you? What's the score?
Well, look, Paul, there's a long way to go yet. Don't try and lull me in.
Okay.
Thinking, I'm not like that. I don't do that anymore.
Paul 11 out.
They don't call me
11
Devon
out
Locke.
onto 52. Charlie 6 out onto 38. So 14 the gap,
Wow.
2 to go.
That's
And
quite
Charlie
hard.
to guess first on birthday number 9.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in front,
Okay.
really.
Birthday number 9, the botanist, Martin Ricks. And I was at his last presentation at Kew Gardens, actually, when his trousers fell down as he exited the tropical plant house. It was a farce, it really was.
Yeah,
It really was.
Really was.
Is anybody under?
It really was, isn't it?
Anybody under about 55 listening? Brian Ricks was a comic actor, and when
Great actor.
he did a lot of farces, West End farces, and
Whitehall.
and his trousers often fell down. So that was the
best one he
relevance of
did
that.
was when he was doing a relay.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, he did a
of-
relay.
And whenever Andy tells that story,
Yeah.
I've heard it so many times, I laugh every time.
Yeah.
It's just, sorry Andy, but it's just gold.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Don't
actually
tell us it. Whatever you do, don't tell us
actually
it.
a personal childhood trauma to Andy.
just
but
hint at that.
You laugh away, Jeff. You laugh away. So,
Don't tell the actual
so
golden
here we go then.
Right. Martin Ricks. He's a botanist, is he?
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Nor I.
63.
I've got to get in the vicinity, haven't I? So 73. And wrong way.
83.
Oh, okay. He's got 10 back.
So the scores, Jeff.
Paul 10 out onto 62,
Good play
Charlie
for Paul there.
20 out onto 58. So 4 is the
Great.
gap.
That's great play.
Whoa.
Charlie
I'll tell you
in the
what.
league to guess first
That was
on the last one.
superb play from Paul Hawksbee
Did
there.
you doff your cap?
To get him like a little tap on the table.
Thank you.
Like you were
I'll
playing
raise
snooker.
one. Well, I haven't won yet, so I'm not raising.
Very, very good though.
Here we
Very
go.
good. Yeah, but 4 out. You're very good. You've won the game. We may as well stop.
I could do a wrong way.
Drive with Andy Goldstein and Darren Bent next. It's a
Let's
Premier
finish-
League special, isn't
Let's
it?
finish the game. We got a minute. Here we go, Andy.
Pointless play.
Okay, I'm hoping not
Waste
to
of
ruin
time.
the. Hoping not to ruin the end like I did last week.
Yeah.
It's the fine actor John Standing.
Oh, yeah.
John Standing.
Yeah.
And John once ran me out in a charity match, actually, when I didn't spot him lurking behind our guest umpire, the former Yorkshire England one-day international, Jim Love.
Yeah.
Yes, he was standing in the shadows of love.
Oh,
that's
very
good.
good.
Beautifully
No
done.
idea who he is, John Standing. Paul probably friends with him, probably out with him for a pint.
Go, John.
Last night.
John Standing.
I'm John Standing, better than I ever was.
You got 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Oh, well, we've run out of time. What a shame. I've no idea who he is. 74.
I think it could be a bit older than that.
Oh, forget it.
I'll go
Keep this stupid game.
83. Harold,
John Standing
Get it.
is a very exciting 92.
92. Okay, so
Waste of time.
I'm back. Am I back, Jeff?
Yes, you are, Paul.
Absolute
Wins.
waste of time.
Congratulations. And so the scores this year are
We
13-7.
should have a delay each week.
Do you enjoy that?
Delay of not playing it.
I quite like the two halves.
Terrible. I didn't enjoy the 2 halves. Absolutely awful.
I didn't either.
Are you back? Are you back on Saturday
I am, yeah.
with Max Rushton?
Yeah.
Okay, great. He's back on Saturday. Max Rushton. Is it 11 o'clock?
Keep your show.
9 to 11. Okay. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Andy. I'll see Andy tomorrow. We'll see you on Saturday. Thanks as
9
always.
to 11 Saturday. It's game day warm up.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Game day is back.
Enjoyed the game. Thank you.
Thank you for
Charlie.
the game, Paul.
It's such a good sport. So coming up next, it's a Premier League preview with Andy Goldstein and Darren Bent on Drive. I'll catch up with you tomorrow from 1 with Andy, clips of the week and all that. Until then, have a fine evening. For the record,
record, we've had 7 different Premier League winners.
Over 33 years, over 34 years.
But this time...
Wow.
But this time, Simon, do you not agree that this is probably the most competitive ever Premier League season on the horizon?
For participation, not for winning. You're going to be one of the 4 clubs that has the biggest turnovers is going to win the league. Aston Villa are not going to win the league. Newcastle are not going to win the league.
So how do you explain Leicester when they did it?
A rare and absolute anomaly that was never allowed to happen again, because all the big clubs sat on their hands, suddenly decided that they could all do things in a certain way, and they got caught with their pants down. Even to the way that they allowed Leicester to play. Everybody knew how Leicester played. Drinkwater gets the ball, looks up, knocks it long for Vardy. And yet on the last game of the season, they were doing the same thing, and teams were still playing the same way against them. So don't ask me how I explain that situation, but it's not going to be repeated.